Hello and welcome to Dear DSA. But today it will be taking a different turn, and that different turn, I would advise that you stay tuned, stay till you get what it is. And I just want to welcome you today, and I'll be looking at my feed now to see those who are joining in. I'm coming live from Kyiv in Ukraine. I don't know if you know Kyiv in Ukraine. Ukraine is in Eastern Europe, and Kyiv is the capital city of Ukraine. And so today we'll be talking about a completely different topic. But let me see, who do we have in? I can see Awonosi Oluwatoyin. I can see Mercy Itoan, Mofelola Olagbegi, Blessing Akpobare, you're welcome. Having Monye, Abiola Olojo, Adewale Richard. I can see Evangelist Teresa, Ellen Wellington, Okpala Augustina, Lisasi David, you're welcome. I can see Elizabeth E. Francis, Madubuko Kenechuku, Ayodele Ajayi, and Binkwe Akintola, Vicky Suleiman, Mayowa Olaya, you're so much welcome. All right, guys, so as you're joining in, I want to ask you to please share. Go ahead and share to your friends, invite them, and let's have a very interesting conversation today. But it will be very interesting, so you can bet. You can bet. So invite your friends, share to as many as possible groups that you know. All right, so what are we talking about today? It's just about 3 days to the 2019 general election in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nigeria, as you know, it is homeland to many of us here and many of us on this platform, and you know, a lot of people in diaspora, and of course over 180 million people who live in that country. And so the election really dictates a lot. It talks not just about how people have been able to process the past, but their hopes and aspirations for the future. And that is why for us too, it is very important, because we are major stakeholders in the development in the future of that country called Nigeria. And like Nelson Mandela once said, when Nigeria stands up, Nigeria will restore the pride of the African nation. And so we are so very much concerned about what would be in Nigeria, and then we take interest in that, and we would gladly talk about that. We'll gladly analyze different facets and different things that has to do with the Nigerian polity. And so I want to ask everyone who is listening today that you can get ready to call us. Our lines will be open, and what you just need to do is to write us on move agents and write that you want to call. We do that so that we can moderate the traffic on the call, so one call does not interfere into another call. So just write us and we're going to give you a call back. So it's going to be an interesting one, and all dissenting voices are welcome. You may have opinions that are different from the ones we'll be sharing on this program. Those opinions are welcome as long as they can be kept civil. Civility is the hallmark of human development. So please keep every dissenting opinion civil, and we are very happy to receive them. Of course, we are not going to always have the same opinion, and that is exactly what Dr. Sunday Adelaja has captured in his book, The Law of Difference. We appreciate differences, but we do not appreciate unruliness or lack of civility. So we encourage calls today. We encourage you to call. Again, you can call on, you can write us on Move Agents, and then we will be giving you a call. And just before I go on, I want to remind you that the next HMT will be coming on from the 7th to the 12th of April. But before then, from the 4th of April, God's Embassy will be celebrating their 25th anniversary. So if you have enough time, enough resources, please, we encourage you to join us and be a part of that celebration. And of course, from there, we will continue HMT from the 7th to the 12th of April. All right, so let me see those who have joined in now. I can see that Njoka Ebun has joined in. I can see Prince Debola Shiongbadebo, Ngozi Oluikpe, MJF, Folakemi, Julie Faith, Favor Ojabo, you're so much welcome. I can see Joyce Deconin. I can see Osage Anderson. You're so much welcome, everyone. Lyudmila, You're very much welcome. I can see Madubuko, Kenechuku, you're very much welcome. Ataiwadeyemi, Aruna Kwanda, Patobaze, Agbola Sunday. Everyone, you're welcome. I wish I could go on and on and on, but I just wanted to know that we appreciate you and we love your presence week in, week out. So, but let me introduce my guest to you today, and maybe you could say a few words to you just before we start, and maybe just greet you, and probably you also will be seeing it for the first time today. It's not that person than Dr. Sunday Adelaja. Yo, so much welcome.
My pleasure.
I'm glad you're looking so sharp today.
Well, because you know what other people don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, and I look forward to a very interesting program. A very interesting program today.
Yeah, so, well, you know that I'm releasing a new book today, not that I work group name.
Wow.
This is a new release today. Actually, yesterday, but I couldn't talk about it yesterday because it came out late. Sure bullshit. Look at it. How to turn everything
negative to positive.
It makes me want to laugh because this is what I want to do with Nigeria. I see it. I see it and I know how to do it. And if you have been studying my life, you probably will see that I am a man that is always being thrown arrows of negativity from morning to night. All my life, every day, some arrows of negativities are coming against me. And you know what I do? I just go ahead and turn the negative to positive. So are you facing any negative situation in your life right now? Anybody who is there, whatever negative situation you are facing, welcome, my dear. Congratulations. Because here we come with the strategy on how to turn everything negative to positive. This is the book that will help you to change every negative situation in your life to positive. It will remove the negative energy and make it positive. So what are you going through? Election depression? Or anything like that, or depression out of divorce, or out of death of relative or known people, or financial depression, or just some challenges in life. Maybe you are losing friends and relationship, and it could be anything. This is one of the books that I'm so happy I wrote. It will destroy negative energy in and around you. What do you think about this topic and this book?
Well, I would still love to see the content of the book, but for someone who has been around you for a while, I know you have been able to deal with things that ordinarily crumbles the soul of man, that are psychologically debilitating, and you've been able to deal with negative energies, and you've been able to build products out of them. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the theory, the principles of how exactly that is done. How exactly that is done on a large scale, how it can be done anywhere, how it can be done everywhere, how it can be done in any and every situation. So I wouldn't be surprised to see those methodologies right in the book, because I've been with you. I know the principles by how which you live. Some of them, obviously. So I'll be looking forward to go through the book, and yeah.
I'm going to pull your leg a little bit.
Okay.
And the leg of the people who are watching. Let's say somebody is facing a situation like you just have problems, any problems, which is a negative situation. Negative problems are always negative situation. What can you turn it to? A redo right there for you.
Yes.
What do you turn problems to?
The idea of problems is to always look for solution. Okay. And anytime you get solution, you become solution not just for yourself, but for so many people around. For instance, let's say you are faced with the problem of not having water, just not having water.
Okay.
And you can't create a solution of how to bring in water. So water not just only comes for you, but you've also learned the principle of how to bring water for other people.
You are saying it in too many words.
Okay.
So in my book here, I said, learn how to turn problems, any problem, to springboards.
Springboards.
Opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2 question for you, and quiz for you.
Yes, sir.
What do you turn fear to?
Courage.
That's very good.
Yes, sir.
You turn fear to not courage, because that's the opposite.
Yeah.
But you turn fear to motivation.
Motivation.
Whenever you fear something, it should be your driving force.
Yeah.
It should be motivation and confidence, but motivation. Whatever you fear, that should be the propelling power to want to make you to face it.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Next exam. To all of you too, all of you too who are watching this, who are watching me. What do you turn a negative situation like self-condemnation, guilt? What do you turn guilt and self-condemnation to?
Inspiration.
Well, guilt is difficult to turn guilt to inspiration, because that is pushing you down. And self-condemnation, that is the result you will get. But you self-condemnation and guilt, you turn into self-realization. Self-realization, because once you are feeling guilt and condemnation, you are saying, I am not worth it, I am not. So it is about your personality that is being attacked. So it means that when you discover your personality, then, so you turn it to self. So this book is full of all this kind of stuff. Any life situation that is negative, this is the answer for you here. How to turn every life situation into positive.
Wow.
It's a serious exam. Even psychologists cannot answer it.
I will be really looking forward to that. Just maybe to help in psychotherapy.
Psychotherapy, yeah. Especially you being a doctor.
Yeah.
And yep, every situation. Somebody said, what about if somebody died? Check it out. What about if accident? Check it out. What about if you are sick? Check it out. How to turn everything negative to positive. And it's only $3 for a week. $3 only for a week. So when your candidate loses at this election that is coming, check it out. Instead of you dying out of depression, go and get my book. And if you don't have $3, you go and get it for free on Kindle Amazon. You cannot get it, you can read it for free.
There are some people who will be assuming already that you are talking about their candidate.
Well, somebody's candidate is going to lose. That's one is for sure.
There are 77 people.
So somebody out of them is going to lose. Actually, 76 out of them are going to lose. 76 out of that 77 are going to lose. So when your candidate loses, you know where to turn to. You have to go and turn the negative energy to positive energy. That's what this book is about. Unbelievable. Everybody needs it in life, because I've been talking these few days more about Elijah's challenge, plague of silence, kingdom first, things that are global. But this one is deeply personal, just about you, how to take care of your situation, how to deal with your situation. Yeah.
It will really be an interesting read. Why? Because although often ignored, but what people suffer from most in life as of now is psychological trauma and injuries, so to say. And it's easier for people to treat headache than to treat the effect of the pain they are feeling. That's true. Or the trauma they've been through. They just neglect it. We buried it. And so when we do that, there's something in psychiatry called dissociation. A lot of us suffer dissociation of different kinds. So if we can learn how to deal with the root cause, then maybe
Because here, aspirin will not go.
yeah, aspirin won't work for this one. Painkiller will not work. So,
Even drugs and all
yeah.
that thing will not work for too long.
yeah. So why take opium when you can deal
Get
with the real issue?
understanding, wisdom, light.
Yeah. And yeah, mostly when you don't even have organic lesion, you don't have schizophrenia, you don't have any of those, I call it defects.
Just take the principle.
Just take the principle and you apply,
apply
it.
it,
Yeah, you apply it. So it will be a very interesting read, and yeah, from there, we would like to ask you and advise you to take advantage of the discount that it is now on pre-order, $3. Usually it moves to about 15 to 20 or so dollars. Yeah. So you could take advantage of the pre-order now and get it for cheap. And the book is called How to Turn Everything Negative to Positive. Very nice book cover right there. Very nice concept.
Yeah, I think it's attractive,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it is really attractive. Yeah.
She didn't want me to take that color.
Peace didn't want you to take the
She
color.
didn't want me to take that color.
Then
But now,
she needs to read the book.
no, even she's the first one to get it. Because she likes the color now. And she likes the book, I guess. She's the very first person to get it. But I think the design is original.
Yeah.
The design of this book looks great. It looks very great. So, yeah, but the topic, why is it that you want us to talk about Nigeria decides today?
Yeah, it's 3 days to election. And
Is it already 3?
Yeah, February 16. It's
coming
upon
too
us.
fast.
That's how days move, and our lives move
But
away.
I'm reading in the social media of a lot of Nigerians who are saying it should be postponed.
No. This is not 2015.
No, I think they are saying it should be postponed because they don't see their own chance.
Their candidates chance.
They don't see it. Maybe if it's postponed a little bit, the chances go appear. Maybe that's their dream.
But if it were postponed,
But that dream didn't work last time.
It didn't work last time.
Even though they postponed it.
and if
The postponement didn't help.
yeah, it didn't. It didn't. So
But if they postpone it, it will only work for Buhari.
Really, why do you think so?
Because more of his work that he's doing are now coming out more glaringly. Because they were very weak on publicity while they were working. But the last few months, everybody started, broadcasting all the work the man has been doing. There are too many. And by the time you people who really have sense get to be familiar with what the guy is doing, they say, maybe he's a Mr. Go Slow.
Yeah. But
this Go Slow is for a result.
Wow.
He's really doing things, and every day more and more revelations are coming up of the good work that he has done in these 3 and 4 years almost.
Well, there's a report that came out today.
Okay.
Or maybe this week.
I think today or yesterday.
Yeah. So, I'll be showing that to you. Okay. Of course, probably you've seen it before, but where I'm going is that maybe when we view it, maybe you will change your opinion about that it worked for Buhari.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when we review that, I will get to that point and I'll remind you and you will tell me if you still believe what you said.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it could be working for Atiku. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he would have time to fix a lot of things too.
All right. Well, I'll have to see the fact on the ground.
So we'll be checking that report in the course of the program. But first, I would like us to talk about a few things, DSA. First of all, there's been a relative quiet about this election. People, there's no much of noise and the jingle, the messiness and election tardiness and everything that used to hang around Nigerian elections in the past. Like before now, there would have been a lot of fighting going on, maybe even political assassinations going on, but everything seems quiet. Probably one of the most quiet ones we've had at least in the 20 years I've been monitoring Nigerian elections.
Is it what they call ease before storm? Or you don't think there's any storm?
There's something Yoruba people say. They say, the Saturday that will be good, we know it's from Friday.
Okay. So you think it will be good?
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Because this time last year, everywhere was already, in fact, the election had to be postponed on the basis of many of these
Well,
stuffs.
I think that there are a lot of things that are not as usual anymore in Nigeria and Nigerian politics this time around. First of all, we are no more just having two candidates. We have a lot of young people that are coming up to challenge, at least to show their shadow and to let their voices be heard, even though they are not going to make any impact or any difference. It's still going to be those two people who are going to run and win. But also, let's start from December. In December, January, one of the normal and usual pre-election discussion in Nigeria is the price of oil, price of oil, and traffic to go to the east and to go back home for holidays. But I mean, and lines and what they call they just in lines in Nigeria.
Queues.
Queues
For petrol.
Queues for petrol, queues for petrol and fuel. But now you don't have those queues anymore. No more queues for petrol, and that is, I think we have to credit the present administration for it. That, I mean, the whole December passed, no queues and no prices. That has been going on for like 20 years, almost, maybe more. And it's unbelievable that Nigeria was able to avoid that. And the fact that there has not been a lot of money, distribution, abundance of cash just flowing everywhere. Maybe some people are still doing vote buying or something, but it cannot be compared to those days they were saying that was, even there was a budget for spirituality or something. Spiritual coverage. They put it in the
both Christian and Muslims got their own.
Can you believe it? For spiritual
purposes. Consultation. Bafarawa got a huge chunk of the money.
I mean, they will go into the central bank and just take millions and billions out just to distribute for people to vote for them. So a lot that is no more available. Even the PDP, they are no more spending money anyhow like before.
Yeah, but during this election period, a particular chunk of money was seized at the airport.
Yes.
And initially, they were even slamming the government that is Union Bank's money.
Not First Bank.
No, it was Union Bank.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, they went to court and Union Bank didn't show up.
Wow.
And again, EFCC got the wind that some monies are going to be brought in from Dubai. They went to Dubai to block it there. Ooh. They learned that money is coming from Nigeria and Ghana. They went there and blocked it there. So it seems that the way some people wanted to smuggle in money has been blocked. And so therefore, the way, and before now, money used to be brought from government coffers to sponsor elections, and a lot of government agencies are saying this is the first time.
Because of the central, what do you call it?
TSA. Yeah, Treasury Single Account. And even contractors.
BVN also.
BVN, yeah.
Preventing a lot of those.
Yeah. And even many contractors are saying this is the first time governments are not asking them to contribute to election.
But one thing that has surprised me the most right now is that the Supreme Court cancelled all elections for all candidates of APC, and nobody is making any fuss. Nobody is saying that, okay, we are going to boycott the election, or they are not saying that, okay, it is discrimination against us. But one person wants to be removed. This one is about 50 candidates.
50 candidates
are going to be cancelled. I mean, the court took the decision. And even the president, they said, doesn't respect court order. He could have called. He could have said, I'm the president. He could have, if it is Obasanjo, he would have just that's the end for that judge.
Obasanjo.
Even
Jonathan
fired Sanusi because he just said something was lost.
Justice Salami
was also fired by Jonathan
because he was going to give a judgment for Sokoto, and they didn't want that judgment. And they took him out.
Now people have forgotten about that.
No, people have some sort of, I don't know,
memory.
short-term memory, or probably they just live so much in the present. Maybe that's what happens.
They are driven by sentiments rather than by truth. Our people don't have any respect for truth. Truth doesn't play any role in their judgments. It's just mainly emotion. But then people will look at you and me and say it is tribalism. Have you been told something like that before?
Yeah.
It's tribalism.
I've been called.
I say it's because Buhari is from my village.
No, what, they don't even say that. Someone came to my wall maybe 2 days ago and said Fulani slave.
You are Fulani slave.
Yeah,
I am Fulani pastor.
At least you are their pastor.
No, APC.
APC pastor.
APC pastor.
All right, I was going to ask you about that. Are you an APC pastor?
I think people cannot tolerate my own truth, even though I'm tolerating their own truth. So why is it I'm not calling them PDP pastor? You know, people have to still learn to respect other people's opinion and to give other people benefit of a doubt. Everybody have their own opinion to support anybody they want, but they don't want to let me know that they have. I mean, some people come and tell me, well, we lost respect for you. I said, do I even know that you exist? Talk less of you respecting me. Is it your respect that made me who I am? Get lost.
But even many people on this platform, and let me know, maybe not this platform, quote unquote, but probably many people who watch you, who believe other things you said, they seem to be quite discontented and disappointed in you for your choice of Buhari, and they believe you should be contesting for, you should be campaigning for the younger generations.
Yes.
But what do you think that people will believe you in some aspect, but probably because they do not agree with you in other aspect, then they say every other thing you are saying, they are discountenancing.
It's because they believe me because I'm saying what suits them.
What they like at
it's
that
not
moment.
what they are not, at their allegiance is not for the truth. And their allegiance is not for, independence of thoughts. Their allegiance is not to law of difference. They don't know it. And they don't even know what respect and honor means. I respect them, so I will not even control them, saying whatever they want to say or condemning their choice. Because I know what law of difference means, and I also know what it means to give people benefit of a doubt. So I would definitely give them benefit of a doubt, but why won't you give me benefit of a doubt? My own opinion might be different and far from yours, and yours will be from mine. That's just how things are supposed to be. I have my own reasons for my convictions. When it comes to not supporting the younger generation, I've already said it many times. I spoke about structure as one of the reasons why I cannot support the younger generations. It's not just because they don't have structure on the ground, but because they don't have foresight. That is more important than the structure on the ground. It is not the structure. The structure is just the evident argument that I can use to let people know that's why they're going to lose. But what is the greater thing that is telling me? The greater thing that is telling me is that they don't have foresight. And if you don't have foresight right now to build a structure, then you don't have to build a party and a structure and to do your homework and groundwork. It means you don't have a foresight to lead the country. That's number one. Number two, if you are just coming up within last year to just declare yourself and trying to win an election, it means you are being driven by emotion and impulse. It means you are impulsive. You are not calculative. And I cannot choose as my leader somebody that is not strategic but is more impulsive. I cannot follow somebody that is driven by his impulses. And how do I know that? Because anybody that is strategic will always plan his steps like 10 steps ahead. Yeah, and when I spoke about leadership, I mean, I'm going to be speaking about leadership. I'm still speaking. You will hear me speak about a leader is a strategist. It thinks strategically. And so, when I don't see that, somebody just coming up in the last 8 months or 1 year to announce and to begin to build structure, it means that the person doesn't have foresight. The person doesn't have the ability to see ahead. The person doesn't have strategic thinking. Anybody that has strategic thinking will do otherwise. And because I know what that means, that's why I will not support some people like that. And I know the reason, for example, why someone like Wole Soyinka will be a Nigerian intellectual man who is a Yoruba person, will not even support the young Yoruba aspirants, but he will support Moghalu. And I know the reason why he supported Moghalu. And I know the reason why he would rather support Buhari than Atiku as well. But because, Moghalu, at least you could see that Moghalu had a foresight, and he had written a book a year ago about how he's going to fix Nigeria. So those kind of things tell me a lot of things. But even with Moghalu, who I said has a bit of foresight, it is still premature to trust him with the affair of being the first citizen and the president of a nation. Why? Because when it was the CBN bank deputy governor, what exceptional did he do? Maybe he did some things, but what everything he's saying now that he wants to fix, what stopped him that time from fixing it when he was responsible directly for fixing the economy?
It was that time the Nigerian economy was going down. So those were times they were withdrawing.
And it was even if it was not going down, you had the opportunity to do everything you are saying you want to do now, and you are coming to say you are the great economist. So that is, another reason why I think it's not ready yet. I need more proofs to be able to trust someone like that. Then, other people that, like Sowore, for example, it is going to be foolish for me to follow Sowore without being, I'm not sure. It's going to be risky. It's too risky because it's like walking on the water. Because at least I know the antecedents of Buhari, but I don't know the antecedents of Sowore. Just because he was an activist, being an activist is different from being a leader, being a national leader. And from his temperament, it doesn't show to be like he's ever going to win and to become a national leader ever. Because his temperament is not the type of temperament that will make you to be a president. His temperament might be EFCC leader. Yeah. His temperament might be security, the head of, internal security, or ICPC or whatever they call it. Anti-corruption, interior ministry. People like somebody to bring order. That seems to be his temperament to me. And he seems to be a good debater and a good talker. But then let him be a journalist. That's who he is. But for you to really build a nation builder, you need a little bit more than that. But what about Buhari? I've seen his antecedents. I see the way he's worked together with his deputy, with Oshibajo, and I've seen the way he worked together with Idi Agbon as well. It shows that he's a great, great man of leadership. And he has proved all through his life that he's not corrupt. But how will I know that Sowore will not be corrupt? Because he's talking against corruption doesn't mean he will not be corrupt himself. But Buhari doesn't have anybody that is accusing him directly of corruption. But the other day I saw a video in the YouTube where a very bosom friend of Sowore was accusing him of corruption, that hijacking him and calling him to demand some money from him and telling him he was going to release a story to go and blackmail other people. And Sowore was asked about that, and Sowore was saying, well, he couldn't answer the question. So you see, and so I don't have the guarantee, because you can talk well doesn't guarantee me that you will be okay. And the fact that even Sowore, is allowing people to call him Presido right now, and His Majesty, what is it, Majesty? They call him His Excellency. His Excellency. Why you will never be. So what would they call you after the election when you lose? It's like a baboon. It's like a, what do you call it? Is it baboon? You call it a bubble.
Bubble. Okay, living in a bubble.
Yeah, you are living in a bubble. The bubble has just been blown. Mm-hmm. It's going to burst. The bubble is going to burst, and then you are going to discover that you know, the king is naked, or what do you call it? Yeah, the king is naked. You know, because you don't, I mean, you don't stand any chance. Now, you are going to have a profile, people are going to be talking about you, but okay, if that's what you want to do, good for you, you are building your profile, great job. And I believe that there are a lot of good qualities that all these young people have brought to the table, Showore, but at least I could tell what Buhari would do because of what he has done so far. I've seen where Venezuela is. That is where Nigeria would have been right now, if not for Buhari. And I've seen the way, you know, the way he has turned the country to a building construction site, and which I didn't see even when, you know, Nigeria was making a lot of money that we're making. Yeah. So if you give this government another 4 years, I believe that they will even do much more than they are doing right now, especially now that they are having alternative income. Now they are not going down in depression. They are already started coming out of depression. What would then they do? I mean, I know that when they came in, Nigeria was having only 29 billion, 28 billion left in the foreign reserves, but now it's 46 billion. And before they came, the government that was there meant 64 billion, and they depleted it to 20 something. And apart from making all the money they were making, and we can't see anything for it. We are seeing more things being done by this government than when Nigeria made in 16 years $1 trillion. So I can see why I should believe this guy. But for me to get another new person right now to come and try is going to be experimentation. Because by the time the new person comes in, he's going to take another 1 or 2 years to even find out how to rule or manage a nation. Then it's going to even be another crisis for any young leader right now to be able to cope with the Senate and with the local governments and state government and governors. I mean, it's not just real.
You can't overhaul the whole system.
Yeah, it's living like in a dream world. People don't understand how deep and how complex it is to rule a nation. So I would rather support. I have my own arguments and reasons. The fact that I couldn't convince you, that doesn't mean that I am evil or I am a sold out, or what do you call APC.
APC pastor.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that I'm a sold out. I have my own mind and my own conviction. People in APC were even surprised to know that I was supporting them, because I supported them last time. I didn't ask for anything as benefit. And now I said I would not support them. But when Atiku emerged
as the frontline
candidate, I said, no, not in my own lifetime. Because if Atiku wins, I would not like to go back to that country anymore. But I know that that's why I have to fight. I don't just pray or fold my hand and wish he would not win. No, I have to fight that he will not win.
Contribute to your quota.
Yeah, I have not to do my best to see that he doesn't win.
And it's okay for you not to agree with what he is saying. It's okay for you to have your own ideology, believe different things. But the simple idea of being unruly and being uncivil and just calling names and insinuating things you are not sure of, things you don't know, things you cannot prove, it doesn't tell much about him. It doesn't tell much about me. It tells much about you. For instance, you come to my page or maybe to him and you are saying, how much has it been paid? Yeah. What you're only telling me is that for you to do things like that, you need to be paid. That's all I see in it. Because otherwise, if you could do things for conviction, if you could do things just on the basis of, I believe in this, then it would be so much easier for you that it's possible for other people to just believe in a cause and go for it. And so one of the questions I really do have with these new parties is that, for instance, right now people are saying there's no difference between APC and PDP. Well, that argument I will not go into. I will superficially agree with them that yes, it is true. But the question I have now is, what is the difference?
And I will superficially disagree with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is now the difference between their own new parties and that of the older generation, APC, PDP?
When they also cannot reach agreement, when ego is too much for everybody, and everybody is saying they are better. Okay, for example, I watched the debate. They did a debate recently, where the young men
TVC,
is TVC.
On
Is it
TVC,
TVC? Okay.
yeah.
So everybody was talking the same thing. So everybody was talking nice talk. And that's why I say, Nigeria don't get it. The way we are trying to get people voted, debate, all that debate is a waste of time. It's useless. Debates are useless in Nigeria. Because every one of those people who are participating in that debate, they were relying on their oratory. To use oratory to convince people that I am better. Could you know that what I mean? That means that you are telling me to believe you, not for who you are, but what people use words to make you, they say things they want you to believe rather than revealing to you who they are. So words is the mechanism, is the picture, is the caricature that people use, put forward for you to see and think that that is who they are. So people, when you begin to depend on your oratory and your ability to talk as your qualification to be elected and to be preferred, and that's what our journalists do, that's what our culture does, as if debate is everything. But I say, debate is useless because all of them were talking good. I listened to all of them 2-3 times. I couldn't see any difference. Or if you just want to judge them, unless everybody will just keep on believing who they already believed. That you go out of there and just say, okay, the one you have sentiment for is the one you want to believe.
Yes.
Because that fella guy was talking very nicely, as if he was coming from a debate.
For secondary school.
He was coming from motivational debate competition. And Mogalu also was talking, economics. You can tell that he's read the Western,
Talk professional, brilliant guy.
For professional, he has the most brilliant idea.
Brilliant guy.
And even when it comes to the arguments, the Showore was not even competing with most of them.
Yeah.
He was just average compared to other guys there in the debate. But he was having a lot of passion and anger. But you cannot use that to decide. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir.
So what do you use to decide? And I've said this before. The only thing to use to decide is this. Nigeria has to hear me. And if they don't hear me now, I will get to Nigeria one day and I'm going to make this, I'm going to say it, I'm going to shout about it on the mountaintop. We don't use debate to pick electoral officials or, especially the top ones.
Not just even one debate or two.
I mean, it's too small. It's
because even in America where debates are used, they start from the primary basis. So from the moment they are in primary, they started debating. People watch for the consistency. And it's not this type that you just give them one little question and you let them pass. They are scrutinized. But in Nigeria, they just do these things. And I'm asking the real question, is it reaching those who want to vote?
No, debate is even not going to work. If Nigeria really wants to have the best leaders. Okay, for example, Mogalu, you are telling me that, you will know this, you will start venture capital, $1 trillion. What is $1 trillion? I mean, the 1 trillion naira. What is stopping you from doing it now? You can also still go and do the same campaign you are doing right now and call on international community, call on Nigeria economy. Use your charisma, the ability you say you have. Don't go and be relying on the budget that is just limited. It's the same limited budget that this present company, government has. So you are going to be limited by it. But if you have the ability to generate, show me your ability to generate the money that you say you will generate when you get there. Why should you wait till you get there to generate the money? If you really have the skill that you say you have, if you really have the ability you say you have, use that ability right now and generate something.
A part of it.
At least a part of it. Okay, you say you are talking of 1 trillion. Generate $1 billion at least, 10%. So let people even see that you are already using that to do what you are saying to do. So then you can now say, okay, but when I get to government, I will have more ability to do something to generate more. Or, for example, the same thing with Fela. He said he's going to do another thing, 1 trillion to get people's job. What is stopping you from doing it now? The same thing with Showore. I'm going to do this. I'm going to fire this. You can get people fired right now too. How? Go and, if you don't know how, I know how. Look, go and ask the Berekete guy. Berekete family guy. If that guy wants to be president, I would rather believe him better. I would trust him easier than any of the people who are talking now. Because the Berekete guy is not just talking for the election. He is no election, no day in, day out. He is doing what he believes. You could tell by his lifestyle that it will change the life of the destitute. And he's concerned, he's truly concerned for the poor and the outcast. Berekete family guy, for example, if he comes forward now and he says he wants to become president, I know exactly what he's going to do. He doesn't need to campaign. The same thing with Dangote. Dangote doesn't say he's doing everything he's doing right now because he wants to become president. Either president or no president, he's creating Nigerian economy. He is consistently building Nigeria without asking for, position or without asking for the budget of the country. I don't know if you are getting the point.
I get
but so when he declares today that I know how to create economy, I know how to multiply Nigeria economy, I know how to make it the best one, I will believe him. Why? Because he has done it. Even without any government money, he could do it. So what I'm saying is that every one of these people that are promising that they can do this and do that, why do you need position to do it? Make you do it now. Well, every one of them that are saying, I will do this, I can do this, I can do it now. What is disturbing you? Just like with me, I want to do a lot of things when I get to Nigeria, but I cannot leave Ukraine right now because of my situation. But even without leaving Ukraine, even with my limitation, see what I'm doing already. People know that I'm doing something. People know that I am not, I'm writing books, I'm doing all this program morning till night. I'm not for election or elective position, but because this is the thing I carry, this is who I am, this is what I carry. So what I am saying is anybody that wants to vie for any election in Nigeria, prove to me that you want to give me whatever you are promising that you want to give. Why is it that the position automatically will not make you to become like that? The position doesn't make you to become anything you have not become now. The position will not make you become it. Atiku, for example, why is it that he has not changed? They said the money that he has, he can feed 300 million Nigerians. He has for 400 years. Why can't he do that, even in his own state? Why can't he turn his state to Dubai? He said he wants to turn Nigeria to Dubai. You have your state, your town, turn it to Dubai first. You have all that money. Why can't you change the face of? You see, the only thing you are known for is corruption. So why is it that? Show me who you are already now. For example, Ribadu. If Ribadu wants to become Nigerian president, I know exactly what he's going to do. Why? Because he has already displayed it at a lower level. So it's not just activism we are talking about right now. It's not just talking. Do the change. Everything you have in your program, you can do them now. Why do you need position? Even if it's at a lower level. You, right, that is sitting right here now, you are not, a politician. You are a student. But you are sending children to school. You are using your school money. You are surviving somehow. And you are living in Europe. But you are, having centers all over Nigeria, taking children out of school, taking them out of the streets and taking them in different states, all regions of Nigeria, to put them in school. You are not looking at your whatever you can make or whatever you cannot make. This is who you are. Even if you don't have the money, you get partners. Yeah. You challenge other people to come and join you. You are doing it even though you don't have the money. So don't tell me you can only do your own personal business or you can only do talk. I don't believe that. You show me results. Those are the kind of people that I want to trust and I want to have anything to do with. So all this, even all these people that are vying for position, they don't know what it means to really vie for position. And we have to teach Nigerian people to stop believing in words and debate. They are making a big deal out of debate. No, forget about just talk. Let them show us what they have done. When I go back to Nigeria, I'm not going to just go and say, okay, vote for me or believe me. I'm not interested in vote. But you will see the work that I'll be doing. And the work itself will speak, just like Abiola did. Abiola, why was he voted for overwhelmingly? Because before he was elected, he was not even a politician. He was all over the country showing his heart of benevolence and philanthropy. And everybody knew that that's who he was. Because his life all proved it. So, I don't know if you get the point I was trying to make.
Yes, I really do get it. Just before we go to the document, in 2011, I'll mention a few names. You tell me the ones you know. Okay. Do you know any guy called Mahmoud Waziri?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mahmoud?
Waziri.
Oh, the Waziri, I think I knew was the EFCC lady.
No. This one is a different
one. Mahmoud, I don't think I remember him.
But you know Chris Okotie?
Yes.
You know Dele Momodu?
Yes.
Do you know Nwadike Chikezie?
No.
Okay. But you know Patrick Utomi?
Yes.
Okay. So the names you don't know, they were in 2011, they came 5th, 6th respectively.
In the election. Presidential
election.
They even ran.
They had more votes than Chris Okotie, had more votes than Dele Momodu. Put together.
That came 10th or
11th together. Patrick Utomi, that very intellectual guy, was the second to the last.
Because talk doesn't mean anything. Is that the reason why you are throwing a challenge to Showore's followers?
Yeah, why I was really throwing a challenge to Showore's followers.
What did you write in that?
I said for every local government Showore wins, I'm going to put 5,000 naira aside, and then we are going to decide which charity to give it to. And there are 774 local governments in Nigeria.
No,
some people
I think he will be able to win at least 5.
Well, if he wins 5, brilliant. I want him to win as many as possible. For me, it's a challenge.
So 5 is too small for you?
As many as possible that they can win. It's a challenge I'm throwing out to say that if they can do this, then I am going to do this.
No, because if you are giving 5,000 for every position, it means that you don't want them to do as many as they want.
No, or for every local government.
Maybe you are very sure that they will not, out of 700.
No, some people even say the money is too small. That I'm stingy.
It doesn't even matter how much. Because what about if you don't win anything? So it doesn't matter anyway. So your money will still remain with you.
Someone said I don't want to give out money at all. That's why I'm even trying to do it. Some other people said I'm mocking him. I said no, I'm not mocking him. I'm saying this is a challenge. No, so it's up to you
it's a challenge. And what I'm hearing in that challenge is that you people are too overconfident. Test your own popularity by results.
Yeah.
And I will even reward you for it.
Yes. Because
face reality.
Yeah.
I am trying to challenge you to face reality. And I will even reward you for it. Go and work now.
Yeah.
Go and work hard.
The presidential candidate himself said, we are going to win on Saturday. We will shock Nigerians.
Yeah, he said he will win the presidential position.
Yeah, so if he's saying that, why are you now taking my challenge as an insult to him? So the only thing you are telling me is you don't believe in him.
A month ago, I heard him say that he had 20 million
voters already, right?
Voters already. So he might win all those 700 something though.
I'm up to the task. And that's why I didn't go beyond myself. If it's all my life savings and tomorrow money, I know. I know if he wins on the 700 something.
No, but I'm not even afraid of that. It doesn't, you don't have any danger.
so I didn't go beyond myself.
My own prediction is 5.
So if he wins 4, local government, I'll make the money 10,000 each.
So no, you are talking of local government, but my own 5 is all positions.
Any?
Governor, state or local government, so that's all the position they are vying for.
DSA, apart from
That party will take not more than 5.
Apart from councillor, I don't know if they are voting for councillor.
No, they are not voting for councillor.
If they are not voting for councillor, for every elective position AAC wins, I pledge to give 20,000 naira to charity.
No, it's 5,000 you said now.
No, this one, I was talking about local government.
This one is a fresh one.
This one is a fresh one now. For every elective position that the AAC wins. And I'm saying this because they are the ones who are even working hard the most out of all of them. We had someone who came to do a cameo. She came in 90 minutes, 70 minutes. She left by 74th minute. We know that one. And she said she disrupted the political process. But that one notwithstanding, the person who is doing the real job, and I really salute him for that. I mean, and I'm looking forward to him being able to sustain it after the election. But I'm saying as a reward for that work that they are doing right now and the confidence that they do have, and especially to tell many of the people who know how to bully, they come and they try to, many of them come and they try to bully. I don't hate you. Probably I even love your candidate more than you do. And so my challenge is that, number one, for every local government he wins during the election, I pledge 5,000 naira to charity. For every elective position that an AAC candidate wins, for presidential, senatorial, representative, governor, House of Assembly.
State Assembly.
DSA.
Is that included?
Included. I pledge 20,000 naira to charity.
State Assembly.
I pledge 20,000 naira. So it's not an insult. The only way it could be an insult is if you don't believe in the candidacy of your candidate. If you don't believe he can win. But as long as you believe he can win, all you just need to do is to prove him right or prove me wrong, and then it will be shame on me if I don't fulfill my own end of the bargain. But away from that,
I heard there was a guy from, okay, you want to finish?
Yeah, away from that, personally, my own belief is that Showore at the end of the day would be a winner. He may not win the vote.
I personally think he's already a winner.
Yes.
I think that the guy has brought a lot of innovation,
yes, sir,
into the Nigerian electoral process.
Yes, sir.
And I think he's doing exactly the way things are supposed to be done in the future of Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
And I think he's brought a lot of innovation and, only respect, nothing but respect for him.
And I think he has won so many hearts.
Yes.
And my own hope is that it can be sustained post-2019, and then a party of the future can emerge with ideology, not just political platform, that you can say, when you see an AAC member, you can recognize him either as a leftist, a centrist, or a rightist person. I mean, people with ideologies.
Right now, it's only because of
let it not just be bandwagon and a cult. It should not just a cult followership. Yeah, it should be because there's something they believe, a way they believe the nation should be run, and that is what would differentiate them. Otherwise, it would just be like a youth wing of either APC or PDP, because those ones too, they have no ideology. It's follow go, follow come, and it's just a political platform. That's why defections are easy. So for me, I have nothing but respect for the man. He's done what so many people would not dare to do in their lifetimes. But of course, we can temperate our expectations and learn not to bully people.
But why is he saying, what I don't respect, what I don't like about what he's doing is that either he's intentionally deceiving his own followers, in the hope of we have to be positive.
Positive thinking. Well,
or he's himself is delusional.
No, I think really, if
the same thing with Mogalu, he's also delusional like that.
Well,
or he's being positive.
I think it's just being positive.
Or deceiving his
followers.
But
in any case, even to gain momentum for future times, they have to really get as many as possible support they can get for now. So if that's a strategy, it's working well.
But tell them the truth.
I
tell them that we might not win this election, but we will at least make our mark.
Okay, that could be done too.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Because for someone like Julius Malema in South Africa, you see the gains he's making.
He said we are not winning, but we are making gains.
And he's saying, for the things I stand for, even if we are going to lose votes, I don't care.
So he's facing reality.
Yeah. So if that can be done, brilliant.
But there is another, I heard there was another guy from Chicago or so, who made a video about me and said the God of Sunday Adelaja Sunday Adelaja doesn't believe in miracle or something like that. He's a follower of Showore, and so he did a video and he had me say Showore cannot win, no miracle can help him. And he said Showore is going to win, and so he talk.
Well, the beautiful thing about this thing is that days pass, hours come, and weeks go by. By Monday, it will all be clear. But yes, let's go next to our to another point of this conversation. What's your projection? Who do you think would win?
I think that if I don't have, in my Elijah Challenge video, I said it, that Atiku is going to, I'm not even counting the young ones. The young ones, we should just applaud them that they have tried. But Atiku, I said it already, that all of them that are supporting Atiku, they should go and be praying right now. I said it from December. From December, let them begin to go and call so that they have time.
Yeah.
Because it's December, that's when they go to fast, they do 21 days and all that. So let them go and begin to pray right now that their candidate will win. Because last time their candidate lost, Jonathan. So this time, let them not repeat the same thing. Let them call upon their God, like the priest of Baal, because he's going to lose. No matter how much they pray, Atiku is going to lose. That is my Elijah challenge, and I'm standing by it. Atiku is going to lose.
So you are left with Buhari.
Buhari is going to win overwhelmingly. I think Buhari is going to win at least same amount of margin that he won the last time. But I think he's going to win even more this time.
I gave another challenge, and that's my personal challenge. I said, and if Buhari wins less than
60%,
no, if the margin is less than 5 million votes, I'm going to give 20,000 naira to charity.
So how much was the margin last time?
It was less than
4 million.
About
4 million.
Yeah, 15 to 12.
Yeah, 15 to 12. 3 million.
Yeah, 3 million.
3 million this time.
But this time around, if it is going to be less than 5, I'm going to give 20,000. And those internet never forget, so people can hold me to task.
So you think it's going to win by over 5 million votes?
By over 5 million votes.
I think there is truth to that.
I think, and why I'm saying that, number one,
I think it will win above 60%.
Possibly.
Of the votes.
Possibly. Because by my own calculations, maybe by my own calculations, the North still trust him overwhelmingly. He's made a lot of inroads in the South.
The last time, how many states did they win?
About 24, thereabout.
24, eh?
Yeah, thereabout.
I think this time he might win 26.
Yeah.
So we'll leave the rest for all the other 70-something parties, we'll leave them for the rest of them.
And funny enough, he just might
let
win
them
26.
Let them share the rest 10.
Yeah, he just might win 26. Because he made a lot of inroad in the South. And that one is overwhelming. Because South has even more votes than the Southeast. The Southeast are having internal crisis. Some people are saying no referendum, no election. So that has already reduced the number of voters that could come from that side. Although they don't want Buhari to come in. But they will not be participating in the election for the most part. And those that would, is going to be please don't vote for PDP. So it means PDP won't be getting as much vote as they are thinking.
Yeah, the Anambra governor is very, very adamant. Even is it Abia governor?
Ebonyi. Even Abia State, he was wearing was that Enugu governor was wearing the lapron of the president some months ago. So that shows me what the margin is going to be. In the Southwest, people think that because PDP had a good show in a state like Osun, that they are going to have a good show in the presidential race. But they have forgotten that the guy who came third
is now in APC.
Is now in APC. The guy who came fourth is now in APC. The guy who came fifth, I'm not sure if he's back.
The guy who came first.
And the guy who stepped down, who they agreed with PDP that he will go for Senate, And that's why he allowed them and didn't take this PDP guy to court. They took the Senate seat from him, so he's fighting them really hard.
Wow.
So their chances are not going to be there. APC controls more than 70% of all legislative seats, federal legislative seats in the Southwest. They have the 6 states. So where is the vote going to come from? You saw what they did in PDP in Lagos State.
Lagos State.
Yeah, PDP's campaign in Lagos State.
I think it was almost empty.
Yeah, of course, crowd may not be anything to go by, but they were flaunting Kano some days before. And in fact, Jonathan had more crowd in Kano than Atiku. But
And
still
he
did
still
not make
lost.
25%.
Ooh.
One funny thing about Kano State election, and I would like to make this thing as a student of history, DSA. There's a guy who is a political phenomenon. No, per personal, Kwankwaso. In 2003, Kwankwaso was the governor. 1999 to 2003, Kwankwaso was the governor of.
It's because he's a disciple and he's just following the ideology of
Aminu Kano.
Aminu Kano.
Yeah.
And that Aminu Kano is an
Idol.
iconic figure.
Yeah. But this one, what my analysis now is very interesting.
It's the Awolowo.
Yeah, my analysis is very interesting, sir. 1993 to 1993, Kwankwaso was governor. In 2002, Kwankwaso, there was a guy. He was a principal. His name was Shekarau.
Yes.
He was disgraced. He was sacked from office. Then he became the governorship candidate.
He was the
unknown guy.
He was the principal.
Principal, secondary school principal.
Wow.
Unknown guy. Buhari was contesting for the first time under ANPP. APP as it was known then. So Buhari raised up the hand of Shekarau, and that was the end.
And the guy became.
He became governor. So Shekarau spent 2 terms, 2003 to 2015 and 2011. In 2011, he thought he was very big. Now he's a big guy.
So he decided to leave.
He decided to contest for president against Buhari. Now, do you know the interesting thing about Kano votes, sir? Jonathan had less than 200 million votes there, 200,000 votes there. Shekarau himself
Who was the governor?
500,000 votes. Buhari had 1.1 million.
During the presidency.
When in 2011, when Shekarau was the big guy, was contested for president. Now, people will think that because Kwankwaso has huge following, that it will amount to people not voting for Buhari. But that's the mistake they are making now, that they must not make. Because the mistake is that, as of that time, he was contesting against not Jonathan, he was contesting against it was Jonathan. Yeah, it was contested against Jonathan. I mixed that with 2007 when I was contested against Yaradua. But the mistake that they will be making now is that just because Kwankwaso is popular, that Atiku will split the vote. Oh, you need to get over that. You need to get over that. From the reality and from history, and you check out the voting pattern.
Even you said they had big crowd in Kano, yes.
Yes.
But it was not compared to Buhari's crowd.
Yeah.
Buhari's crowd is like 10 times bigger still.
Yeah. So they would just be in shock, and that's what it is. And so for me, if Buhari wins by anything less than 5 million votes, I'll be ready to donate money to charity in that regard. So I would like us to talk about a few things, economy and anti-corruption war.
So you don't want us to show your document anymore because time is gone.
Okay, let's go to that one. Do we have our documents? Okay.
I want to remind our people that we have this new book that I just released today, How to Turn Negative Energy to Anything, how to turn anything negative, or everything negative to positive. How to turn everything negative to positive. And then we are talking of Nigeria. So the second book is Nigeria and the Leadership Question. This is the book where I'm dissecting the challenge of Nigeria and how we could resolve our leadership problem. Okay?
All right. So, guys, we'll be taking calls, but when you want to call, just write I would like to call to move agents. And please, we want to
And
implore
is there
you that
should be below.
we allow dissenting voices. You can disagree, but please do it within the ambit of civility. And just do that to respect not us, but
So what is
everyone
this document
who
you are
is,
showing
who is
us?
watching the show. So this document we are going to be showing is the report of public opinion done for the, or let me use the word allegedly now.
Is it a Buhari that is
Allegedly done for the PDP.
Oh, PDP.
For the PDP, for Atiku Abubakar.
So they
ordered by his campaign director, Dr. Bukola Saraki.
in Nigeria, is it Nigerian sociologist?
No, this was done by American firm, the American firm that they employed to help them.
The Obama, the
No,
people
no,
who did it for Donald Trump.
With Donald Trump. I
Okay.
think this is Dr. Ballard.
Yeah,
the lobbyists and
Yes.
that got into America.
Yes.
So they did they went to the town and made a whole lot of research about the sociology and political.
No, but I heard that there was another sociological poll, electoral poll, that was conducted before 2 weeks before now.
A lot of polls are going on.
No, they said it was a Western country that did it, that Atiku was going to win.
That was Bloomberg, right?
Yeah, is it Bloomberg?
Bloomberg, yeah.
Okay.
Bloomberg did.
But they said they only did among 2,000 people or 5,000 people?
No,
So these people only conducted interviews with 5,000 people or 2,000 people,
Yeah.
and in 2 states.
In just 2 states.
Yes.
Wow.
So what I heard is that now that's why they said no, that one cannot be reliable.
Okay. So
So
they have to
do a
comprehensive.
comprehensive one.
Wow. So, and going through the documents, of course, one could have cynicisms and doubt about the authenticity, but going through the report, it looks too real.
Okay, let's see now.
And it looks too real, and so we are going to
there
go
anything-
through the documents now. So the first here is talking about the key findings.
Okay, this is it, yeah?
Yeah, the key findings.
Key findings, okay.
So the key findings is that if election were held today,
Okay.
what would happen?
So the orange is Buhari.
Yeah, the orange is Buhari.
So even the sociologists of Atiku, even they are.
Yeah, so they wrote to them that from what it is, we don't have the numbers.
Atiku is 42.
42%.
Okay.
Sure of victory.
So that's 10% difference.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, between.
Okay.
That's between organic. We are sure that Buhari is going to win, and we are sure that Atiku is going to win.
Okay, next one.
10%. And so 4% are not decided.
Okay, then.
And then we have 3% other.
Even if all others are put together and given to Atiku, he will still lose. Okay, so the election is already decided.
This is coming
is
from
there any
Mr.
page,
Ballard.
next one?
Then the next one. Can we go to the next page? Then they
Next
talked
one.
about the methodology.
Okay.
They said the interviews were carried out in field between January 3 and February 2nd.
Okay.
Data collection was via face-to-face method,
Okay.
face-to-face interviews. So the sample size was 12,654 people,
Okay.
with an average of 342 in each state and FCT.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So the total margin of error is plus or minus 0.87.
Wow.
And the confidence level is at 95%.
My God.
So, and the sample stratification is 3-level geographical stratification according to official INEC data of voter distribution, with random selection of households and respondents.
Beautiful.
So it was random selection.
Beautiful.
Or which is also known as blind selection. So the dropout by the respondents, only those who have voters card were interviewed.
Wow.
So they
That's
only
good.
interviewed those who had voters cards. And interviews were native to the states in which they were working, or neighboring states with the same dominant language. Each one had 2 training sessions and test tasks.
The interviewers.
Yes.
Beautiful.
No, the interviewees. Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones who were interviewed.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were Okay.
Okay, next page.
And then the figures may not sum up to 100.
No,
Please, next page.
Okay.
This is a sample size by state, and so they were given the size of the state in terms of the electoral population.
Okay.
Then the next. So they talked about direction of country, key issues, election expectation. It talked about attitude toward Atiku, talked about attitude towards Buhari, turnout and reasons, and the electoral rating. So
what about Showore here? I can't see him.
No, they don't consider him a contender.
Okay. Even the Americans don't.
No, at least.
I'm sorry.
Even pastors are not really talking. They are not giving prophecies about him.
Next page. And Mogalutu is not here.
No,
okay, let's go.
They don't even consider them underdogs.
Okay.
All right, so next.
Sledish.
Okay, so in general, what do you think of the Nigerian?
So the question is there.
Yeah. What do you think things in Nigeria are headed in the right direction or in the wrong direction? So 51% of the population thinks things are not going in the right direction.
Just slightly above half.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 32% believe that things are going in the right direction. That's this one with those who have voters card and those who don't have
just
voters card.
General.
Just generally Nigerians.
17%
don't know.
Okay.
They are undecided.
What about the second one there?
The second one, those who intend to vote.
Who have their cards.
And want to vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 43% thinks we are moving in the right direction.
41 think we are going the wrong direction.
So among voters, there are more people who believe
that things are going the right direction right now.
So those are the Buhari supporters. And 16 have not decided.
16 have not decided
Okay,
yet.
next page.
So in general, do you think things in Nigeria are heading in the right direction, in the wrong direction? So they took it according to geographical location.
Okay.
So in the northeast, 41% think things are going the right direction.
So is it green?
Green shows right direction.
Okay.
Red shows wrong direction.
So northeast, there's
41%.
Those are Buhari people.
Yeah, where the war is going on. Northwest at 51%.
They also believe things are moving in the right direction.
Why
North Central doesn't think so.
North Central doesn't think so much.
Ooh, look at Southeast.
Southeast believe
they are the pessimists.
That things are going.
Pessimists.
76%.
And South, pessimists.
Yeah, South too.
It's number two pessimist. Those are PDP followers. But even in the Southwest.
Yes, Southwest too.
Is also they believe that things are going
in the other direction.
Okay.
Yeah. So
next point.
Majorly the northern people believe
that things are moving right.
More, yeah.
Okay.
Then the next.
I must be a northerner then, because I believe things are getting big.
You could be part of the 5% in the southeast too, anyway.
Okay, next page.
So, do you?
Oh, can you still read it?
Yeah. Do you expect things, the economy,
the
economic situation in the Nigeria to change? Then generally, 22%. believe
what
things
is
will
the
change.
gray one?
That's those who that things will be better.
No, the green one. Green.
Or grey.
What I'm saying, the bigger one. We want
the
to start
grey
with the
it will not
one.
change.
So 58% think things will not change.
Will be normal the way it is right now.
The way it is now, or it will be bad.
Yeah, it is only 15% who believe things will be worse.
The red one means 15%.
Yeah,
things will be worse
than it is now.
Okay, the 58 are the neutral.
Yeah, they think that things will status quo will be maintained.
Okay, what's that conclusion?
Yeah. So, and 22% believe that things will get better.
Okay.
But from those who intend to vote.
Yes. These are just from Nigeria in general.
But those who intend to vote, 39% believe things will be better.
Wow.
As compared to 31% who believe that things will remain the same.
Okay.
So it means from those who intend to vote, there's optimism that things will be better after the election. While only 18%
think that things will be worse.
Think things will be worse.
And 12%?
They don't know.
Okay.
They don't know what will be.
Next page.
So then they went on to key issues.
Okay, next page.
So what are the main problem Nigeria is facing today? And my add, yes, sir, that those who made this research are not living in Nigeria.
These are Americans.
These are Americans.
Okay.
So the ideas that some people will say that as long as you are not living in Nigeria, you don't know what's going on.
They know better. Eh?
They seem to know better because they work with evidence.
Let's see the main problem.
So the main problem is poverty. 33% believe poverty is the main problem. 23% believe unemployment is the main problem.
Okay.
20% believe insecurity is the main problem.
Okay.
Only 15% believe in corruption is the main problem. 12% believe inflation is the main problem. Boko Haram 7%, herdsmen 5%, education 3%, healthcare 2%, others 13%.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So unemployment and poverty are the highest.
Okay.
So in
they
the
are distributed region by region.
Regionally now. So in the northeast, on poverty and
so the green
insecurity.
The green is poverty.
Is poverty. Insecurity is the gray.
Okay.
So poverty and
yellow?
insecurity. Yellow is unemployment.
Okay.
So poverty and insecurity are the highest.
Okay.
And a bit of unemployment in the northeast.
Anyway, let's continue going.
Yeah. Northwest believes poverty.
No, I think
people can see that.
Yeah,
Okay. So
let's go to the next one.
Next one.
We already made up his birthday point.
Okay, so election expectations now.
Okay.
I think this is the big part. Next. Now, do you expect situations to change in Nigeria after elections? 12% believes certainly things will change.
That's the green.
It will rather will change.
No. Certainly will change is light green. That's 15%.
Yes. Rather will change is deep green, 12%. So total of people who believe that things will change are altogether 27%.
Okay.
Rather will not change and certainly will not change makes about
those are the red and orange.
61%.
Okay.
And people who cannot decide are 12%.
Okay. Among voters
yes,
now?
Among voters.
Yes, among people who will vote?
Yes.
Deep green?
Yes. This is explaining why there may be downturn in total number of voters.
No, this one, the question is different here.
Yeah, the question here is talking about
things will change.
If things will change.
But the next question is saying
voter party.
No.
The next question is talking about, do you think the elections will be fair?
Oh, let's hear that one.
Yeah. So the election will be fair, certainly fair and rather fair makes 47%.
Okay.
So 47% believe that the election will be fair, and
28.
39%.
Okay, plus 11.
Yeah, plus 11. 39% believes it will be unfair.
Okay.
And 14% cannot decide.
Okay.
But generally, more people
Next
believe
page.
it will be fair. And next is
just regional by region. Okay,
now,
next,
so we can go through that. And next, attitude towards Atiku.
Oh.
What does the population think
and he is
Atiku?
the one who ordered this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
So, what's your attitude towards Atiku? 35% have positive attitude towards him.
Where is the color?
Green, the light and deep green.
Okay.
35%.
Okay.
But
negative
is 51%.
That is the
orange and red. Orange and red. So that's 51% of the population.
Negative.
Have negative opinion about
the guy has lost. Why did they pick Atiku as his? And he's the one who ordered this thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a waste of money. This guy has thrown away his money. Anyway, since he can spend it for 400 years. Next page.
So it's distributed across.
So it's only in southeast with the green in the map.
Yeah, the biggest green in the map is from the southeast.
No, it's the only green, Papa.
Because even in the south, more people have negative opinion about him.
So the only green I'm seeing here is in southeast.
Yeah, that's the
overwhelming
35%. In the northwest, a whooping 46% distrust him absolutely.
Okay, I think this one is clear now. Let's go to the next page.
So they are stating the reason out of the 100 people who have good positive attitude towards him.
Why do they like him?
No. Let's go back.
Nivid, another very nice Kabila. Okay.
Okay. So they believe it can change Nigeria, 24%.
Okay.
People with him.
No, I would rather read why majority is negative. So let's see why negative. That's what I want to read.
So he is corrupt, 28%.
Of course.
Can't trust him, 22%.
Okay.
He is PDP.
Lobaton. Lobaton. Okay.
So 14% will not vote for him just because he is PDP.
Okay.
He is too old, 11%. He is also from the north, 8%. He is sneaky and does not hold on to principles, 5%. Other reasons, 6%.
Okay, next page.
So attitude towards Buhari. So 48% are positive to him.
48, where is that?
The Greens, yeah, the Greens, 48%.
And Atiku was 38, eh?
35.
35, okay.
Yeah.
And he is 48.
48. And only 30.
So after this, their own polls, they will not say the thing is rigged. Yeah. Okay.
So only 33 have negative opinion about him.
Why 43? Or what is 48?
48 are against Atiku.
No, here is positive.
48 is positive, 33 is negative, and 19 are undecided.
Neutral,
yeah.
Nice one.
So by regions,
yes,
he has the most
positive are the green.
Yeah, but the most negative is from the southeast
and south, and then southwest a little bit.
Southwest a bit. But if you add
the whole totality of Nigeria,
totality of southwest that like him or that are positive, you'll find 39%.
Okay.
And if you add that dislike him, you'll find 39% too. So
it's
south
50-50.
Is balanced, yeah.
Southwest.
Southwest rather is balanced.
Okay.
And but in the south and south
but it's like 75% of Nigeria is positive.
Yeah. So you can look at the north, especially the northwest seems to be his base, because the polls there are overwhelming. And
okay.
Yeah. So next.
So why do they like him?
He's helping the poor in rural areas.
Okay.
He's trustworthy, honest, and other personal qualities. He's fighting corruption and started punishing elites. He's better than others. People with him, different politicians were named.
Okay.
Fighting Boko Haram is hardworking and other reasons. Why they don't like him? He's too old and too foggy. 20%. He didn't fulfill his promise. Unemployment, economic letdown, health problems. He didn't reduce corruption. 7% believes in that he has tribalism and nepotism. And other reasons were 4 and refused to answer were 7.
Okay.
So the main strength of Buhari is his personal traits. Many Nigerians appreciate him as a trustworthy person. Concrete outcomes of his presidency far less important to his supporters.
Wow.
The primary actions which has been highlighted are support and care for people.
Yes, that's trying to take care of the less privileged.
Yes.
Next page.
So turnout and reasons.
Okay. Turnout to vote?
Vote for voters.
Okay.
Yes. So are you going to take part in the elections on February 16? Majority said yes.
So that's all the green?
Yes, all the green. And just...
Okay, next page.
Yeah. And maybe we should see the reasons or we'll move on.
No, next page.
So next page, by state, you can see the projected voters turnout. And you find the list in the south.
The light one at the list, eh?
Yeah. The less than 40% are the light grays.
Okay.
So, and you find out more in the south.
Okay.
And then a few in the northeast. So, but in the northwest, north central, and southwest, you find more than 40% voter turnout.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
So, electoral ratings, which is the last one. Next, please. So, from all respondents,
if the elections
were held today, which party candidate would you vote for?
Okay.
So, PDP is green.
Oh, okay.
Which is 42%.
Okay.
APC is the orange or brown,
51%.
which is 51%.
That's from all respondents.
From all respondents.
Okay.
So, but from PDP supporters,
PDP supporters.
yes, 71% will vote for Atiku,
Okay.
while 11% will vote for Buhari.
From PDP.
From PDP supporters.
They will still vote for Buhari.
Yeah,
Wow.
11%. And from APC supporters, 87% will vote for Buhari.
Who?
Only 5% will vote for Atiku.
Wow. And what's the other one?
And those who answered that they will definitely rather will vote in upcoming elections. So 43%, only 43% will vote for PDP. 54% will vote for APC.
Wow. That's
in upcoming elections.
11% difference.
Yeah. So Buhari is leading the vote by 9 points, 51 to 42. Undecided voters comprises of 4% and they are not able to change the situation. A total 3% for all other candidates. No other candidate is going to get up to 2%.
Ooh. Apart from those two.
Apart from those two.
We are still a two-party system. Next one.
Looking at those who... No, please go back.
Go back.
Looking at those who expressed intentions to vote, the situation is even worse for Atiku. Among them, Buhari is leading by 11 points.
11 points,
Yeah.
yes.
Respondents were asked the following question: which of the two major parties would you likely support, PDP or APC? That doesn't mean they will vote for the chosen party. So we have analyzed that. Then next, the southern zones have not provided Atiku with political superiority as was originally expected. Atiku is leading in 2 zones while Buhari in 4.
Out of 6.
Out of 6. The difference is too large, meaning the situation is unlikely to significantly
It's
change
hopeless.
within the remaining.
These are the Americans saying this.
Yes.
So the PDP is only the southeast.
Yes, southeast.
And they are the ones shouting the most on the internet. Abusing. That's what they say. You know, calabash something. What they empty calabash or what they call it. Calabash. Empty vessel make the loudest noise.
In the south, there is a larger portion of voters who have either not decided whom to support or are prone to unexpectedly choose different candidates. This phenomenon can be explained by the fact that both candidates originate from north of Nigeria. So that's the statistics. Do we have another one?
Yes.
Okay, so these are the presidential ratings by state.
Okay, the red one is the
APC
and the blue one is
for PDP.
Okay.
So both parties overcame the 25% threshold in almost all states.
Wow.
PDP is not
so
likely.
2 of them are national parties.
Yeah.
Then.
2 of them, PDP is not likely to reach it in Borno and Katsina state, as well as the borderline figures in Yobe, Niger, and Kaduna. APC has borderline results in Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, and River State.
Only in those places,
No.
not even in the east.
What that means is that even those are the places they expect them to have least votes.
25.
They are going to have more than 25%. 25% is the borderline.
Okay.
So, but those are not their strongholds. But they are going to have more than 25%. Next. So this is how the state will go. According to this, their projection of how the state will be won. So if we count the number of blues, we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's
Plus FCT.
But the light blue is not decided.
It's not decided. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go for the main blues then.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.
8.
Yeah.
So that's what they are projecting for.
Yeah, 8. All 9, 10, 11. Maybe 11 maximum.
11. Okay.
Maximum of 11. That's a projection
PDP.
for PDP.
So 11. How many will be left?
We'll be left with 26.
25.
Plus FCT.
Okay.
26.
I think we will get 26. So it'll be APC.
So, but this is PDP's projection.
I don't think APC needs the energy projection again after this one.
And Obasanjo is saying they are planning to rig.
Yeah. You know, there is hopelessness. he's out of. I think some people want to call though.
Okay, let's take calls. But do we still have more slides?
Is
That's
finished?
it. Okay, yeah.
They will say, where do you are now is a political commentator.
Of course, this is a political commentating program. And of course, please be reminded that we appreciate that you have a different opinion. But again, let us stress the fact that we have to remain civil in our comments. And
what will you say about this book? Because you've read it.
Yes, Nigerian, the leadership question.
Do you think Nigerians should read it?
Yes. It changed me and my own expectation for leadership. Before I was more of and the truth is that DSA, I knew I shouldn't be, but my call was still more about positional leadership.
You see, that's why
I knew I should not be about positional leadership. I knew that before I read the book. But reading the book now exposed to me that my call.
Maybe all these people who are shouting and all that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because they have not read the book like this.
Yeah. My core, I now noticed that in my core, it was still about, for me, it was still about the position. But when I read it, I now began to see that Nigeria and the leadership question is not about position at all. If any leader is going to emerge, it has to be by values.
Somebody said this book has to be in every school.
Yes.
And every university.
Yes. In fact, it has motivated me to write one more. Because after studying it, becoming it myself,
yes,
and I now have
become your revelation.
Yes, I now have my own
ideology
built from that.
I think we have a caller.
Hello, can you hear us?
Hello. Nanda Usebi has there.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Who is calling from where?
Yeah, my name is T. Topeto Simbulabi.
That is a Showore boy. He will remind you of the money.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I respect your opinion about who you want to support at this point in time. And I respect the view of Bamisaye too on whatever you make up your mind to support either Buhari. You are supporting Buhari anyway. I'm not a fan of both Buhari and Atiku, and there is no way I will ever. You cannot even convince me to support them because I have my own personal reason.
That's all right.
Better for me. Like I said the last time I had an interview with you, I said, look, I'm not supporting Showore because I feel he's going to win outright in this campaign. And I was talking to somebody today. I said, there's no way you will win an election in Nigeria without you having at least some of these political bigwigs that have been in politics before everyone and that they are on ground and they understand what is going on before you can win. But that doesn't mean that one need to derail from the reality that is staring us in face in Nigeria. You see, if Buhari, as far as you guys are talking about Buhari as if Buhari is the only person that is going to handle the problem of Nigeria. Buhari needs people. And DSA, you will agree with me that even you, as brilliant as you are, as organized as you are, as versatile as you are, as intelligent as you are, there is no way you will handle the project of your state or your country without having the people. And that is why even now, as you are right now, DSA, you've been grooming a lot of people to believe in you, to believe in your principle, to believe in what you believe in, so that if you by chance find yourself in a political situation, or even not political, in any situation that you feel you can influence the people in the world, you are creating people to work with you, and they will understand. Even when you blink your eyes, everybody believes on what you are saying. If you just say go, we know what you do. Everybody knows what you want them to do. But here we are in Nigeria. Let me tell you, DSA, it's only you don't understand the real people in Nigeria. The plebeians, the artisans, the civil servants, and all these people that are here that are on ground. You will not, if you understand their mind, then you will not come and be telling us this about Buhari.
But they are the same people who are going to vote for Buhari now.
No, and that's what I want you to understand. You see, you think they will vote for Buhari? Look, if we conduct a clear election, most likely it's going to be either Buhari or Atiku that will win. But I'm going to tell you that if there is a free field for real election in Nigeria, you will discover that people will revolt against these two people.
No, all those people coming to the campaigns, all those people you see in the campaign of Buhari, you think they paid them?
Okay, I'm going to tell you about these people. Let me tell you something, and I said it in my chat 2 days ago. I said, look, the same people you see in PDP campaign are the same people that you see.
But why are they not going to Showore's campaign if they can be that mobile?
Because okay. Is that what you want to hear? I will tell you. Hold on. I will give you a reply to that. You know the reason why they are not going to Showore's campaign?
I'm listening, sir.
Yeah, you see, let me tell you. Showore is very new in the politics.
Okay.
Not everybody knows him, number one. Number two, Showore doesn't have the money to throw around like all these people. You understand?
Yes,
I would rather prefer Showore to have only 200 people to address than to have Buhari addressing 1 million people and Atiku addressing 2 million people. You see, we need to face the reality. We cannot continue like this, DSA and Bamisaye. We cannot continue with this set of people because you don't build on nothing. And I'm going to explain to you. You see, most of them that are competing that are in APC or PDP, they are not competing on the normal level of democracy that we're supposed to experience, in which everybody throws his hat into the ring and the people now decide, oh, this is the person we want for our party. What they have in all the parties, both PDP and APC as of today, they are selected few set of people that people, okay, it is the Godfather who say, okay, this is the people we want, this is the people, not the people that want them. And that is one of the reasons why I said I would rather lose my vote to support Showore than to vote for somebody I don't even know.
Yes, there are so many callers waiting. Otherwise, they will not call. They will be cursing you now. So for them not to curse you.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, that is my point.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Blessings. Yes, yeah.
But when people say that people who attend these rallies are paid, then it means we are talking about the value system of the average Nigerian.
It's not possible to pay 3 million everywhere. It's not possible to pay everyone everywhere.
But even if they are paid, that means that's their value system
of the whole country.
Of the whole country. So how would they vote for you if your value system is different from theirs? That's what I'm still wondering. So if these people can be paid to attend these rallies, it means they can be paid to vote too. So and you cannot pay to vote them. Then how do you expect to win the election? This is reality. This is not about what is good or bad. It's about what is reality, what we dictate, what we direct people's voting choices.
Otherwise, we have to change their value system
first. So it means we still have a long way, and in reality, we must tell ourselves who will win and who will not win. As much as I support, I love what you're doing, but the reality is, this is not wishful thinking. If they are going to get money, you are not going anywhere.
I think we have another caller. Hello.
Good evening, DSA and Dr. Vito.
Good evening, sir. Who is calling from where?
Lisasi, I guess.
This is Lisasi from Nigeria.
It's been ages. I've not heard his voice for ages.
I thank all of you for this program, and to be honest with you, I respect you guys' opinion as Nigerian, but me, I've made up my mind. If it's going to be only me standing with Showore, I will stand to the end. Nigeria, we need change. True change. Okay, let me ask you a question. Hello, DSA, can you hear me?
Very well.
Okay, please, I want to ask you a question. Did you watch the video that Buhari's wife was telling Nigerians that the husband is not in charge of the affair of this country?
No, that's not the way she said it. Because I watched it. I can quote the way she said it.
Okay. Now, before them, we have so many.
And I know, and I also know the people she's talking about. It's not the people you are talking about. But what she meant is that she wanted the husband to just use power like he could do as a president to go and silence certain people, 2 of them. But the man said, I will not do it. Because we are now under democracy. I pledged that I will not use the the local force power.
Okay, I understand you on that point. And two is that this man is old. We can watch all his blunder, falling down, that is mistake.
Now,
Giving another person flag that belong to another person, not one.
okay.
So many, about 3 occasions.
I saw them all.
See, we love I believe you guys.
Wait. Victor is telling you something.
If I want to take you on that. So, with those signs you've seen, what diagnosis are you putting?
To be honest with you, the Baba is weak. Let him go and rest.
Weak. Okay, weak is not sickness. Anyone can be weak.
Because Dr. Victor is a doctor.
And I'm also a psychiatrist.
See,
so because when I
DSA,
see many of these people say, because for instance,
Baba is weak. And let me
no.
you
You said he's weak. What diagnosis are you putting?
Oh, no, he will not answer that one. He cannot answer. He's not a doctor. He's not a doctor. Let me ask him another question.
Okay.
Lisasi, let me ask you another question. My own question to you is that when Showore said he entered university
in
1999 and
graduated in
1995, is that not a blunder?
We can call that a mistake.
Okay. So if he's 49, if his own is 40 something and he can make mistakes, so what do you expect of somebody who is 70 something?
Third one DSA. Okay, the Abasi is fighting corruption. He's working with Akpabio. He's working with Tinubu. He's working with Amechi. He's working with different people that have corrupt allegations. And to the party chairman also said, if you are corrupt, come to our party, you'll be forgiven.
But that's not what he said.
No, don't worry.
I watched the video.
Okay.
Yes.
The video is on internet.
Yes, go ahead.
So what I want to understand for everybody is that people will say we will lost our vote, but this is movement, which I know that is not going to end in.
So you don't believe that Baba is fighting corruption?
Baba is fighting selected corruption.
So, but the fact that Akpabio's case is still in court, is the fact that he's not fighting? Because if he's not fighting, he would have removed something from court. And also, even Oshomole himself, 6 months ago, he was still summoned to the police station. And he still has a DSS, and he still has a case in court up to today. If he's not fighting corruption, he would have stopped that as well. Do you know that there are two governors that have been put in prison, former governors? Yes. 2 of them are members of APC.
Of Plateau and Taraba.
Yes. Do you know they belong to APC? And if it's not fighting corruption, would have stopped it.
That one just to show us that they are doing something. All I
just to show you that they are doing something. The first thing is, sometimes these people talk about separation of power when it suits them, and then they want the guy to be a tyrant when it suits them. It doesn't work that way. There are cases that are spent 14 years in court and are still ongoing. And that shows you the system. For instance, the president sent a bill of anti-corruption since 2016 to the Senate. They did not even read it once. It now took the president to sign. Let me get on, sir. It took the president to sign something called Executive Order Number 6. You said?
What will it take Onoge on to be 24 hours?
He didn't fire him. He suspended him.
No, why did
and there is a provision in the court for suspension. He has the right. Do you know that Jonathan did this? Do you know that Jonathan did the same? No. Do you know that Jonathan did the same thing against Salami?
So
and Jonathan also did the same thing against Sanusi.
DSA did it. Obasanjo did it. Should we continue with all of them doing it? We need new things.
Yes, I agree. But even Oshowore that you are supporting said if he comes, he will fire the Senate president without court. And he doesn't have the right to do that. So it might even be worse than... the evil you don't know might be worse than the evil you know now.
But to be honest with you, sir...
New dictator doesn't necessarily going to be better than the old dictator.
I think you should study more about Argentina and their political process, how they went from democracy to
dictatorship.
and they were going through that cycle
all the time.
Yeah, you
because they
should
wanted
study them. New things.
Yes.
And they never
And
knew that the next guy coming was
going to be
worse.
worse than the former one.
or if you not study Argentina, study Egypt. So because when someone like me, when I talk, I don't talk just on the comparative analysis of Nigeria. I look at history and how things have happened. So, and you now compare to what Nigeria is. So it's not just about wishful thinking or idealism. No, in Nigeria, idealism will not work. You have to face reality and then compare reality with the ideals that you have and see how to juxtapose till you can bring all of the people to the same value system.
Victor, I agree with him. What he is saying is that we don't have the best right now. I agree with him.
No doubt about that.
But what he is saying also, but what I am saying is that the two people who are the top runners who can win is either Atiku or Buhari. So I will rather support Buhari than Atiku. Yes. That's what I'm saying.
DSA, to me, I won't support Atiku, I won't support Buhari. And in the north, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm in the east. Can you imagine that right now in the east, yesterday at where I'm staying there at Aba, military people are harassing people, those Hausa boys. Why?
Because of IPOB.
But IPOB, since I've been here for almost going to 1 month, I've not heard anything about IPOB.
Oh, but we are hearing about them every day.
I know they are from. No, wait. I know their house is from the Aba, but right now they are only in Asaba and Anambra State. But why are they harassing innocent people?
It is IPOD members. And they are harassing also. They are harassing also in Katsina. If you look at the news, they arrested some people in Katsina. They arrested some people around the Samfara, around Abuja as well. They are doing the operation. They announced it 1 month ago that they are going to do the operation Python dance all over the country.
Okay. Well,
so we have a lot of callers.
Let's give other callers the opportunity to call in.
The last thing I will say, let Buhari not hope too much on the north.
Okay. By Monday we will know the results. But we appreciate that you are standing up for your candidate.
Celebrate with me on Monday, no worry.
Yeah, we appreciate that you are standing up for your candidate, and I think that is good to be able to stand up for something. At least you are standing up for something, and that's very much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Yeah. So, what do you have to say, DSA?
I like their passion.
And the belief.
No. And what I like about these ones is that at least they are bringing arguments.
Yes.
Reasons.
Yes.
But not the ones who are hiding behind computer. Who are the heroes?
Someone said this one is a full-fledged APC politician. Why don't you focus on pastoral ministry?
That's what I'm saying. The ones who are hiding behind computer, those who don't call. They only condemn you and judge you and abuse you. Hello.
Hello, DSA. How are you, sir?
Very good, sir. Who is calling from where?
Sheung
from London.
Yes, sir.
This is another APC. This is another Showore guy, eh?
I think they are the ones calling today.
Showore. No, Victor, my brother, how are you?
I'm doing very well, sir. How are you doing?
Good.
Great. So what do you have for us?
Well, DSA, first of all, let me say this. The election, the vote is going to be very, very close. That's my own thinking. That's my own reading. It's going to be very, very good. You pushed out 60%. I doubt that. Yes.
No, we didn't push that out. Okay. You said. Yeah,
because I doubt that Buhari won't be able to win or win with a 60% margin. It's not possible. Because you know why? In Nigeria, our politics is not based on ideology. It's transactional. And the reason for that is this. Because where there is poverty, that's where you have a transactional political system where the politicians go to the voter, I need your vote. Voter says, give me money, I vote for you. I would have wished, I like Showore. I like that he's young and he's coming out, but he won't win. And this
why are you destroying the faith of the other guy who just called now?
No, I'm not destroying the DSA. You know,
No, because
I'm a
he said on
thinker.
Monday he's going to celebrate Showore's victory.
DSA, Showore has a lot to contend with. Let me tell you something. Even if Showore wins, right, even if the whole of Nigeria wants to vote for Showore today, there is something that will go against him, the incumbent power. You see, now, people should understand. You see, there are no sentiments in African politics. Go and read about the history of African politics. This has happened in Uganda, Zimbabwe, and all the rest. But you see, people, let's forget sentiment here. DSA, there are no strategic thinking in what is going on. For me, if I was sure, I would have handled this differently. And the likes of Fela and all these people coming out, DSA, there is no thinking behind it. They are not, this guy just woke up, and it's all about ego. It's ego-centered. That's why they are just coming out. DSA, the National Assembly is one of the, do you know the kind of rubbish laws that we have in Nigeria? These people are not even thinking. Even Showore becomes president today, or Fela, or Mogalu, do you have the National Assembly to contend with? These things are no joke. You have the state governments to DSA. Are you telling me that the military will listen to Showore? People don't even, you see, so let's put sentiments aside. People are pushing Trump. Trump did a miracle. Let me tell you something, people. I will puncture that with just one thing. Trump, as rich and as connected as he is, Trump went with an established party, the Republican Party. Don't get it wrong. Trump infiltrated an established structure, and he wrote on the back of that structure. The same thing that happened to the Obama. As brilliant as Obama was, Obama didn't go and create a new party. Obama went with an established party. So people, let us put sentiments aside and let's start to look at things strategically and critically. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that I'm saying, I would have loved, but Showore will learn from this. I applaud him. I'm one of his fans. But this is it. Learn the lessons now, and let's plan for the next election coming in the next 4 years. Because what we're saying is this: when all these people were coming, I'm part of a lot of groups, and I told them, guys, I'm not going to. Number one, Fela has nothing to offer Nigeria, except he will be one of the proponents of people sowing seeds and all those things. Yeah, so he's built his career on the back of the church. I'm sorry. So he has nothing. Just like you, DSA, you made a good point earlier. Don't wait for the office and don't wait for government money. What are you doing right now to affect just one person?
Just like you are doing now, but you are doing that.
Yeah,
but let all of them start like that first.
That is what we're saying. So the point is this: people, in Nigeria, DSA, our worldview is so limited. That's why we like this fire brigade. Showore just come out one day. People, if the election or DSA was going to be done online without the influence of all these power brokers in Nigeria, yes, Showore would have won. But on ground, because even the two major parties are going to rig the election. The two major parties are going to rig the election. I can guarantee you that. Yes.
But if the thing is conducted online, you know how many Nigerians altogether are online? Even if all of them vote for him, he will still lose.
How many of us?
We are only 18 million, sir.
Yes, now. It's not even, that's what we're saying. So people, I know people have a soft spot for Showore, and I really have a soft spot for him. But the reality on ground is this: he will not win based on the worldview of our people, based on the values of our people. When you have a monetized society, a monetized environment, there is no way somebody like Showore, somebody with a different ideology, even the APC, DSA, I'm sorry, APC is not a progressive party. They are not progressives at all. Case in point, look at Lagos State. Do you know how much Lagos State generates in IGR? Lagos State does not have a walking train system, a tram system, nothing to show. Transportation is dead. For the past 16 years that APC is in Lagos State, DSA, they are not progressives. These guys are just making money for their. But what I've told my younger colleagues is this: guys, we need to think strategically, and we need to start to infiltrate there are three levels in government. We have the local government, we have the state as well, and then we have the national. We need to start to infiltrate where the laws are being made. Those things are key. I expect Fela, for instance, to run as a senator or a House of Rep member. You are pushing yourself for president. You can't win. Who are you in the first place? You can't win. You are just popular on the island in Lagos. You are not even popular in Oshodi. You are not even not to talk of some key. He's just on the island. But this guy.
No, but even on the island, he's only popular in churches. Oh.
Thank you. It's in churches. But I told them, I said, guys, let's plan. You see, the way we are going to do this, let's learn from people that have done it, and they have done it in a strategic way. Follow Obama.
But why is it that? How come you are different? You are using brain and logics, which putting arguments in your own point. You are not just being driven by sentiment. What happened?
No, I can't be driven by sentiment. DSA,
how about word of faith?
You know why DSA I'm not driven by sentiment?
Victor is saying, what about, where is your faith?
Faith again.
Positive confession.
Jesus, okay, Victor, let's not even use Bible. Victor, let's use Bible. No? Let's use Bible.
Yes, sir.
Even faith, you are talking about faith, Abi. Can you imagine God? How come God did not see? You know, Bible says that Jesus, which is the Word, was with God from the very beginning.
Yes.
How come God had to make Jesus to come in human form to be able to achieve what he did? Why didn't Jesus stay in heaven and God just releases the word? Why? Because God has already put a system in place that he himself cannot break. He can't break it. He has put laws in place. Jesus had to come in human form.
No, but even politically.
Thank you, dear. But even politically. so it's not possible. So let's forget sentiment. Let's start to think strategically now. DSA, the facts on ground does not show us that all our fire brigade, all our faith, and all these things has worked for the past 40, 50 years that we have been praying. Can somebody show me the facts? But let's go to China. Let's go to Malaysia. Let's go to Singapore, Buddhist nations. Let's go to Europe, Eastern Europe. Let's go out to all these places and see how people have put strategic things. They have put systems and processes in place that is delivering results.
But I have one final question for you.
Copy that?
I have one final question for you before you go.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying that since Buhari was 30-something when he came the first time, and all these guys, they were 30s, they were in their 30s, they were young. Now, why don't we give these young people the chance? We should allow them, we should give them power.
That's what we're saying. Exactly. We are not complete. We're not. You see, it's not about giving them power. But what we are saying is this: what is the system? What are the processes? What is the strategic thinking behind their action? What have they put in place? You see, you can't just say that because, I can't just wake up and say, daddy, you have money. My daddy, you are a millionaire. No, I want money. Yeah, just give me 10 million. My father will say, what is the business? What do you want to use 10 million for? Oh, daddy, this is my business plan. You remember when I was in school, I started a barbing salon. This was the result. I generated this revenue. I did this. You did this, all this, and what was your profit? Daddy, this is it. So you want to now expand and turn into a yes, daddy. I'm even going to give you more than 10 million. But can you imagine a son coming to daddy and say, daddy, I just want 10 million. So what do you want? Daddy, you see, I just want to start this business. How? By faith, daddy, by faith.
Okay, no. Other people will now, they don't want you to, they will now be accusing you. I think you made your point. Very good.
Let them accuse me. You see, Nigeria DSA, we have to change. We have to start to think strategically. We have to start to plan. We have to start to think about things different and change our worldview. Our worldview has not worked. Why can't we just change? What I'm saying now is I applaud Showore. I'm so proud of him. But we will learn from this. He should learn from this and go back and and don't forget, they are quoting Obama, quoting Trump. Those two guys, they were smart. They went with an established structure.
Beautiful.
DSA, it is not easy to run political campaign and all these things. It is not easy. in Nigeria. Do you know how many states we have? Do you know how many local governments we have? Over 700. How do you intend to? And like I said, Sowore has a lot to contend with. Even if he wins tomorrow, the National Assembly is controlled by PDP. What are you talking about? Will the military answer to you? The military will not answer to you.
Okay, we have other callers now.
All right.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much, yeah.
You made your point. Very strong argument. Or what will you say?
Yeah, very, very brilliant submission. So it's not for the lack of love or even support for these young guys. We want them to
Be realistic.
Yeah, we want them to be able to do something. But again, even with all of the love, you have to be realistic. That's why, even in the US today, you will see someone contesting from a family, and his family members will say, no, we are not voting for him. Why? Because they are realistic. Does not mean they don't love him. They love him, but they know it's not up to the task as of now. It's not up to the task. So for presidency as a nation as well, a lot has to be done, and there's a lot in question.
We have a caller. Hello. Hello. Yes. Who is calling from where, sir?
This is Kingsley calling from Israel.
Oh, I almost thought it's Morgan.
From Israel?
How are you? Yes, I remember Kingsley
not
from Israel.
Morgan.
How are you, sir?
Yes, not yes. I'm great. Are you?
Well, you know, we did discuss Nigeria today. Oh.
And we are really out of time. But maybe, should we keep going?
Yes, I wouldn't take much of your time because I've keenly listened to the ones that have spoken before me now, and they, like the last caller, have viable points.
Okay.
And this is not an issue to be overflowed. DSA, you are doing a very good work. I commend you so much. But you see, the situation in Nigeria is pathetic. And that we don't have to use sentiment at this point.
Yeah.
I want to still tell you, and I will tell you tomorrow, that these old folks are not relevant to what you desire for Nigeria.
Yeah.
And you know it.
Yeah.
And that you can't buy a spoiled milk from the store, from the grocery, because there is no alternative. It is not done. And I can never be, I can't finance that. And I know you, DSA, cannot finance someone shopping for a spoiled milk from the grocery.
Yeah.
Because there is no alternative.
Okay.
I have a question for you. I have a question for you. When you say there's no alternative, and then there's a spoiled milk, do you really believe that in that situation you will not prefer that spoiled milk, or you rather go hungry?
Of course, you can't take poison because
no. Spoiled milk is not poison; it's only fermented, and it's just going to be sour.
Yeah, bring it. No, doctor, don't go to that. We are okay.
So you didn't say poison. You said spoiled milk. So, but in any case. In any case,
when something is spoiled, it's spoiled.
Yeah, it's spoiled, but if there's no alternative, then you either have to go hungry. What I'm trying to ask is the allegory you are using, so that we can get it right. If there's no alternative, then what do you do? What do you do if there's no alternative?
You got me. The issue, what I'm trying to drive, so that I don't take much of your time because I know a lot of callers are coming in. What I'm trying to drive is, I respect the view of DSA for standing with Baba Buhari, but to me, sentiment apart, it is not the best. Buhari should not be. It's not the best DSA you give to Nigeria with your platform, with all you have all around you. Buhari should not be the best you give to us at the present time. If you are on ground on Nigeria, DSA, if you have your time and move around from one state to the other, to the people that are feeling the governance, DSA, I know you cannot be presenting Buhari to Nigeria at this present time. And that is where I rest my case.
Okay, that is Kingsley's submission.
Thank you, Mr. Kingsley.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You are doing a good job.
Yeah, we appreciate your call and your perspectives. But where I was coming from is that if he's saying there's no alternative, then that means we come to a point of nullity. But we all know life does not allow vacuum. There's no something must fill something.
You know why I say it's not like there are no alternatives, because people are saying that the show race, the Kingsley Moghalu, the growth oil, they will not win, they will not win, they will not win. I don't understand that.
All right.
You know, that they will not win, they will not win. And there is a question you raise. You say, do you think that these people buy people to come to the stadium to? You know, I've been there. They give them money. These people are hungry. You should understand. The people that go to this stadium are those that don't even have much doing. They give them money. They go out to give them this money.
All right.
And this is why you see them flood there.
All right.
You know, they hold the money. Where did they get this money that they are spending? When they finish spending this money, the APC and the PDP, what happens to the economy of Nigeria?
All right. Thank you.
What happens to the driving force of the economy?
Thank you so much,
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very
Blessings.
much. Thank you. Bye.
All right, but in any case, even if they spend money, like I said, it means that is the level of the mindset of the people as of now. But again, we see crowds in American election. Does it mean they pay them? Because, you know, those crowds, they are also there like that in US.
Say that the cultic followership we saw in all those stadiums, they cannot have enough money in the whole world to buy those people. Anyway, let's hear. I think we have a caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Who is calling from where?
Without the line, Valencia.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, we didn't hear you. Who is calling, please?
Uday on the line from Valencia.
Oh, Uday. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, we did hear you.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, sir.
Thank you so much. But everybody say I'm doing a great job until I talk about Buhari, then they all get angry.
I would like to face reality, but the is that in between the countries, these two people. Now these two people, one.
No, your telephone is breaking. We can't hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we can't hear you. Can you be stable and say it again?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Now it's good, but when you begin to talk, it begins to break. I don't know why.
Oh.
Say talk now and say.
I said.
Yes.
I said we like to the problem as a
Hello.
We hello, sir.
It's breaking, so maybe we'll try to call you back again, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Come on.
Okay, slide to share.
Yeah. So even if people are paid, even let's agree people are paid.
Yes, they would have raised me parents money.
Even if people are paid, it means that these are the same set of people that are going to
vote for
to
you.
vote. So if you can't get them to come to the studio, and they are going to get money to even come to the campaigns, then what would they get to vote?
We have a call.
DSA.
Hello, sir. Who is calling from where?
This is Samuel calling from Ogun State.
Yeah, that is people from Nigeria. The first caller from Nigeria today.
Wow.
He is on ground though. Yes, we are
Yes,
hearing
I'm
you.
on ground. Oh. Yeah, good evening. Thank you for what you're doing. I think a platform like this is very important at a time like this, so that those that are undecided and weigh the options. Yeah. So there was a question raised, and I think you are not still convinced that those that go to the stadium are being paid. DSA, this is something I know. Anytime there's going to be a rally, a general rally, the payment is not made directly from either of the presidential aspirants. You know, they are House of Rep, they are gubernatorial aspirants. So it's not a funding that comes 100% from the presidential candidate. So some of them are part, and you see, for a person received something like 1,500 naira for that trip. You can't just imagine people leaving their jobs and entering, even the driver that will take them, all the bus. These are calculations. The state government will cater for it, the local government will cater for it, and a whole lot of things. So people are actually being paid. And most of the time, the same people that are in APC's ground are also the same people. Some people just want to come and see Atiku and Buhari. They've not seen them even in a lifetime. So
those ones who just want to come and see, do they pay them too?
Of course, those ones may be the people that are living around, or the ones that just jumped onto the bus. But the people that DSA, they are so organized that you cannot imagine they are not paid. They will wear uniform shirts, the bus, everything. It is a proper organization. So these women are being paid, especially the old women that are supposed to be resting. They will come and sing and do a whole lot of things. So it's paid. Like Sean from London said, and that is just one point I want to make, the election will be transactional. That was what made Buhari win. Apart from the fact that they also sold integrity to Nigerians, it's going to be transactional. APC gave 5,000 last year, 4 years ago, while PDP was giving around 35 in somewhere around Ogun State. So it's going to be transactional, and I'm sure that they are going to spend the money. That they are not spending, that Buhari is parading, that they are not spending is a lie. Here in Lagos, the Lagos rally, 2,000 people that came from Bega were giving 2,000 naira to attend APC's rally in Lagos 2 days ago or 3 days ago. So they are going to spend
probably the reason,
money, and they are going to spend
probably the reason the people didn't come to Atiku's rally in Lagos is because he didn't give them money, or the people didn't want money.
No, for Atiku's case, I followed them, one of their spokespersons. They said it was a Monday, which is understandable on Monday.
So on Monday, but in
Rivers State.
In Port Harcourt too, it was the same time, the same day. Was it on weekend?
Then secondly, sir, they said the people thought it would not be safe. Then we have to understand that PDP does not have the instruments of state. They don't have the policemen. They don't really have so much of this.
Maybe they have that in Kano.
To ensure safety. There is a strong movement. You said there is a strong movement in Kano. So those ones can still, but in Lagos, they are not so strong here in Lagos.
And in Katsina, where the president is coming from, maybe that's where they have the strongest security.
Even if Showore can give money, people will vote overwhelmingly for Showore. But the thing is going to be transaction. Whether UN is doing statistics, US is doing statistics, these are theory that does not work in the Nigerian system.
But what happened in 2015 with all of Jonathan's dollars?
The only superiority that Buhari had over Jonathan was they were selling. I'm on a live program, so they were selling integrity. They were selling Buhari's integrity. Then people did not know that Buhari could not read and write. You can watch Buhari online. He's intellectually compromised. He cannot even understand. Buhari is so old, and it is evidential that Buhari is not so strong. Mental health, he cannot hear properly. Buhari will jot and still ask you the same question. And Buhari has been disgracing us publicly. I watched a lot of photo shoots when he went to US. People were looking up. Buhari was looking straight. Maybe he did not hear. So
no.
On the note,
that photo you are talking about, they were showing something on the top. And so people were looking with the direction that they were, if you saw the full photo. And so when
I saw the full photo,
when you see the full, no. They were showing something up and was looking up. So let's keep that in line.
Just one of the scenarios. But
no, Samuel.
Like the debate.
Samuel, you also said Buhari cannot read and write. Where did you get that from?
We got that from Amechi. We even saw that on the candidate. A question was being asked, it was answering another question.
No, but in the candidate...
These are live programs. These are online.
Okay, so you believe it, that Buhari cannot read and write?
I don't mean that he's a stark illiterate. What I'm saying is he's not so sound.
And it's not sound.
And he has mental health
Then
issues.
we can also see the testimony of his
He
wife.
cannot speak English.
Where is Aisha Buhari? Where is Aisha Buhari?
You don't see it. I see it every day. Oh, she's conducting crusade every day.
I think they want to see her outside. So she's
Nigeria is not hearing from Aisha Buhari. We expect Aisha Buhari to be leading the forefront.
She's doing it for women now. You didn't see it. I saw it.
That is just my opinion. That is just my opinion about Buhari. He's not
so you said they are selling integrity. You said they are selling integrity
on the international scale.
You said they are selling integrity.
2015. That was what they sold.
So,
and even as of 2015, in some places, APC, then look at what happened in 2015. Saraki had to decamp. A lot of key stakeholders, they had to decamp to raise a banner against Jonathan. So even the vote of Atiku now is not a vote because Atiku is good. Atiku is one of the worst. Even in international state, Nigerians should be ashamed of Atiku being a citizen of that country. But because we want Buhari out, somebody, sir, maybe because you are not present.
But I was in Nigeria this last summer, and I traveled. I think the only place I didn't go was to the north, and I made a lot of contact with people, and that's where I empirically drew my own conclusions from, and why I was so confident about Buhari coming in. The way you are, the way people seem to.
I can also say that Buhari may likely win.
The way people tend to paint the fact of being in Nigeria as the criterion for knowing about Nigeria, I think we need to stop that. It is false. It's not true. The American government, for instance, today knows more than even the Nigerian government. And life is about information. You can be in Nigeria and not have information.
About Nigeria. But if it is about this election,
yes, sir.
Who are the people that vote? Who are these are just the.
But you personally have one vote.
People that are not so. Yes, I have one vote.
So
things are, when you engage this type of people,
yes, sir.
That is when you know that this is the reality. Because these organizers, like you are saying, they easily influence one another. They easily than we, the allies. Because for you to convince me now that I should vote, I'm not even voting for either of the two. But for you to convince me that I should vote Buhari or I should vote will be difficult than for some group of illiterates, to be convinced. Some of them, they even believe fake news because they don't have means to authenticate. They are fed with what this person is saying or that person is saying. But then, my own opinion is on Saturday, this election will be transactional. And we will see even the so-called saints in APC, they are going to spend the money. And both PDP and APC. But then, I still believe that Buhari would likely win because he is the incumbent and we can see a lot of structures in place for Buhari, which Atiku cannot meet up in the meantime. Thank you very much.
Thank you. But this whole idea of calling people in APC saint, I think is just the mischievousness of the opposition and people who just want to talk. For instance, when I still don't rate Akpabio personally. I still don't rate him till today. But I remember when he was in PDP and I said, this Akpabio is a massive failure. People who were in PDP, they were telling me that no, the guy is successful, he did this, he did that. So, but he became a failure immediately across to APC. And that's the circle that keeps playing. That when someone is in PDP, people say they are good, no, they are just victimizing them. But the moment they cross to APC, then they become the thief that people were calling them for, and APC people start defending them too. And that's just the circle.
I think we have a caller. Hello?
Bonjour DSA and Bamisaye.
Ça va bien?
Innocent?
Yes.
Oui, très bien.
He's innocent.
Ça va très bien.
I've been listening to all the callers patiently, and I clearly understand their frustration about your position on this election that is coming. Let me just give two astuces to look forward among all the candidates that are presenting themselves. Just look at them All of them, they are categorized in both two groups. To the people who are listening, to the people who are supporting Showore, and it's sad though, this reality. Me, the person I would have vouched for is
Mogalu.
not Mogalu, not really. This former Calabar governor,
Donald Duke?
Donald Duke. Here, I will have vouched for him because there are certain things you need to look in individuals that are presenting themselves. There are the group who have ideas but lack the will to execute some of those ideas. Then there are the group who have the will to execute ideas, but they don't have the ideas precisely in their mind on how to go about it. So Showore has a very strong will to go on to execute things, but he lacks the ability to command respect to be able, he can't be able to control his government. That is very true, because he there are certain elements he used to operate in his campaign. He operates with threat, he operates with fear and intimidation, and you are not working with children. Nigeria is a very rough terrain. You can't just come in and just act anyhow and think you can just go away easily with it. The era of dictatorship is past already. And I know there are people that are sentimental, they are sensationalists, they see the way he just galvanized them and they just go for it because of certain charisma that he employed in his campaign, which is okay. So most people admire Showore because of the will that he has. Is some of his ideas viable? Some, not entirely. Now, what is it about Buhari that is very important that people need to look into? It is true, in my personal opinion, that Buhari lacks full idea on how to change that country, but he has a very strong will and he commands a lot of respect. And people should not forget, I think the entire Nigeria are not aware of what is going on right now in the Buhari government. He has strategically changed one of the most important sector in the entire country, which is the oil and gas sector. Right now, there is a huge reform going on, and most people are not aware of this thing. I don't know if you ever heard of Emmanuel Ibekachuku. He's the person in charge of this reform that is going on right now.
Yes,
I don't know. People have forgotten. They have never. When last did you hear of the Niger Delta boys?
No, I heard about them today that they want to support Buhari.
Okay, exactly. So the last time when I say when last did you hear about things, because I'm asking when last did you hear them wheeling their gun and trying to say they are going to destroy all the pipelines? They did that throughout the regime of Goodluck Jonathan. They did it earlier when Buhari came into power, but where are they now? Silent. Do you know what happened? Nobody. People did not even care to ask what happened to them, what happened precisely. This man, Emmanuel Ibekachuku, is carrying out a very huge reform right now. There is a word, there's a program he initiated, they call it the 7 big. When he initiated it, people were saying,
it's called what?
Just like, they call it the 7 big wings.
7 big wings, okay.
Yes, he started this program and people were like, oh, it's just Nigerian thing. But this man came out with a very comprehensive plan on how to reform the oil sector. There's a huge reform that is going on. You can go to his page and see the things he came out. This is what he did. He went, met all the Niger Delta boys, and he called the local community, all the chieftains, and Buhari was present during this meeting that he did. He called all of them around and he gave them occupation of all responsibility to take care of every single pipe and told them that government would pay them so amount of money. So he gave them the security of those pipes into their hand. The people that have been breaking this pipe, he gave them the pipe into their hand to secure them. Because these people, those local chiefs, are the one who control those boys who destroy those pipes. So once the pipe is into their hand and they see that this pipe is the source of their revenue, of their salary, monthly salary, they will not vandalize it, because if that pipe is not secured, they will be the one to be blamed. That was what they did with Emmanuel Ibekachuku. They called this chief, they gave them strategically almost every region, all the pipe that were there, they gave them the security in charge of it, and they told them that, look, take care of this, and this thing will be paid, so amount of money will be paid to you monthly into your account. This is it. You take care of this. Give them that responsibility. That was how Niger Delta boys vanished. I was here in France when 30 of them were sent by Goodluck Jonathan. They spent a year in a hotel. They didn't even look for a hostel. They were paying. They spent, I don't know how much money they paid for them, because they were paying rent. The hotel, a night here in hotel, the cheapest you can find is 50 euro. Night in hotel. The hotel where they were was a very big hotel, like almost 3-star hotel, where you pay like 150 euro every night. to sleep. I don't know how much they spend on their accommodation, but it was a huge amount of money. None of them said it. They finished their program here. They went back to Nigeria. Most of them are suffering. This man came in, they reformed this sector, and even just the day before yesterday, they initiated something short. Last week, he initiated a program. They call it the 100 Nigerian 7 Big Wins. There are 100 individuals who are into the oil sector, who are into the gas and this oil stuff. They call them individual, all the entrepreneurs, they call them, and they give them the government support.
Can you quickly just help us annotate it very fast?
Okay. The name is Emmanuel Ibekachuku.
Yeah, so we'll go check that, the 7 wings, right?
The seven big wings.
Okay.
That is the reform they are doing. One of the biggest sector in Nigeria. This man has successfully reformed.
Right.
I'll be in pain if any person changed this Emmanuel Ibekachuku. He succeeded him. They had a meeting with OPEC even, and Nigeria is now leading OPEC.
All right.
So this man has changed. He has brought this reform. So the point I'm trying to make is that Buhari, the reason why people are beefing him today is because they see that he doesn't have the charisma to communicate his ideas. And even though we cannot completely claim that he has good ideas in his mind, but he has the ability to command. There is this other lady.
Political will.
Exactly, political will.
And respect.
Exactly. Remember how he came into power. Remember. If he's not somebody who he went through a lot to galvanize people to give him that support, so he can command the military, he can command anything, and anything he wants can be done in that country. Before he came into power, there's another problem we are having right now. People should check out this other lady. They call her Annie Jadisimi. She's the CEO of Ladol, an offshore oil company in Nigeria currently right now. This lady studied in the US. She went back to Nigeria to take over her father's company. There is something she kept saying. She said Buhari, there was a monopoly in the oil and gas sector. Right now, currently in Nigeria, we have the largest sheepdog in Africa currently right now because of that lady. One of the highest crane, we can accommodate highest crane, we can couple ships, we can offload and do all those things. She even signed a contract recently with Total, one of the biggest, largest oil offshore drilling right now that is going on in the country, because she sued Samsung to the court. They won the case. All these things she did was with the backing of Buhari.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for calling.
All right, okay.
Yes, let's so we can take other calls.
All right, okay.
All right, thank you so much.
So people should just check up for these 2 things.
Yeah, we'll check them out. The 7 big wings by Ibekachuku.
The political will and ideas. Check out this. Don't support candidate blindly. Just respect this aspect in that he can command this way.
All right. Thank you so much for calling, Mr. Innocent. All right. Do we have another caller? Okay, so we'll be taking on another caller. So Mr. Innocent was really talking about the fact that Buhari commands respect and he has a political will to do things, and those are very vital. And I think that's also something Sowore really has. I think it will be very brutal with his political will, but just that the way many people are accusing Buhari of tyranny now, they want to kill every idea that Sowore has in that regard and kill the enthusiasm. But of course, political will is really needed in Nigeria, and we appreciate that we see it.
Hello.
Yes, we have a caller from where?
Good evening, DSA.
Yes, sir.
And everyone watching. I'm calling from Germany.
Who is it?
This Elvis, calling from Germany.
Elvis from Germany. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is, I just want to contribute to the caller that called before. That says that those people that you see in the station, those people that you see in the
stadium,
those people campaigning for Buhari,
yes,
that they are being paid. Because I was once a agent of APC in Nigeria.
Okay.
So I want to enlighten everyone how they are being paid.
Okay.
Because we were having like a zone, local government. You know, I was one of the secretary. Then we register everybody in the zone. I write their names. You know, whenever the governor or the president is coming for a rally, so we distribute money to everyone that is going with us to welcome the president. You understand?
Yes.
So we share money to them, like 500 naira. That was then. We give them 500 naira, and we make sure that all of them are there. You understand?
Okay.
So that is how those people that you see in the Buhari rally, Buhari rally, we are being paid.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
If you look at the situation in Nigeria now, I tell you, there is nobody that wants Buhari to come back.
Nobody?
Because nobody. I tell you, there is nobody that wants Buhari to come back to Aso Rock, because the country now is being messed up. You know, nothing is working. Everybody goes like it's not yesterday. Yesterday I called my friends in Nigeria. You know, we just talk about Buhari. Said no, we don't Buhari. We don't Buhari.
When you say nobody, do you mean your friends or nobody in Nigeria?
Not only my friends. I'm saying, not only my friends. Only people that we accept Buhari are the people that are getting things. The people that are getting money from
Buhari. Okay. So who do they want?
They want Oshowore.
They want Showore.
Exactly.
Okay.
Especially like.
But for instance, I'm from Ekiti.
Especially in my state where I come from.
Which state is that?
You know, Edo State.
Okay. I know I have a medical doctor friend in Edo State who is working
Edo
there.
State. Do they want Showore or Oshomole?
They want Oshowore.
Showore. Okay.
But for example, when you say nobody now,
it means that Showore will win then.
Like here in Germany, a lot of people travel back to Nigeria campaigning for Oshowore.
Okay.
All right. That's all right. So, but you are saying Showore would win the election on Saturday?
Actually, what I'm saying, only one thing that I see that Buhari will win, because Buhari is already in power.
So he will rig it?
Because you cannot drag the person that hold the handle of a knife. While you are holding the sharp side of the knife, there's somebody that hold the handle. You will tell me that you can take the knife from him. No, you understand.
So what happened with Jonathan?
Buhari is, sir. You say what?
Anyway, we'll wait and celebrate Showore's. We'll wait and celebrate Showore's victory on Sunday.
Sir, in Jonathan's case, in Jonathan's case, was that everybody know when Buhari was campaigning, he was campaigning for change.
Okay, thank you so much. You have made your point. You've made your point, because we still have a caller.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Should this be the last caller?
I think
because of our time.
Yeah, last one.
Okay,
now,
last one. All right.
Bye-bye,
Yes.
sir. Thank you.
So, well, I made a call to, for instance, this Edo. I made my research, and because I have a friend there, a doctor there, and I also have people. I have some students.
No, but he
there
said
from
it's
there.
not just from his state. It's in Nigeria. You don't know
Nobody.
Nigeria. Nobody.
But the guy from the freelance I had from Edo State, for instance, that APC colonized the state. That's the way the guy said it. And I intentionally asked about Showore. The guy said, "Am I being sarcastic?"
Well,
He said, "Am I being sarcastic?"
No, I think this guy, because he's living in Germany, what is happening around him is counting it to be for the whole Nigeria.
That's why I asked him if it was his friend, but he said it's generally and nobody.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Who is calling from where?
This Prince from Lagos.
Prince from Lagos.
Wow, good to have another call from Nigeria.
Wow, nice to hear your voice, sir.
Yes, I've been listening to different opinions and all the rest, but I'm just concerned that we have a lot of emotions, sentiment, unrealistic, projections.
Can you
For
speak
me,
louder or speak into the microphone, into your device direct, because so that we can hear you well?
oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's good.
Okay, so I said there's a lot of emotions and sentiments about this election,
Okay.
and people could have their views. People could base their judgments on various things or things that sometimes doesn't even hold water. Um, I think I've spoken once in this program, and I said I appreciate the fact that the young politicians are coming up, but I just totally disagree with the way they are going into this election. It's as if they just woke up one day and remembered that, oh, I needed to needed to go and contest as a presidential candidate. For me, elections are won by structures. Elections are won by, according to, from what you have said, to by foresight. And, you need to really build your grassroots. You need to build your structures, because election is a game of popularity. And your popularity is a function of how you have touched the grassroots, the common man. Because, people don't get it. People can say that, okay, people are paid to come for Buhari's campaign and all the rest. I'm not doubting that people can be paid, people can be motivated, all other parties, they do that. At least I know of APC and PDP, they do that. But what we need to appreciate the fact that Buhari as a person, has a lot of crowd, has a lot of control on people, especially people from the north that genuinely love him as a person.
So they don't collect money.
That is the point I was trying to make.
They have millions of people up north that loves him. They call him their father. They love him, even without giving them money.
That is what I noticed. That is what I noticed in those crusades in the north.
Yeah, and that's why if you look at all the time he contested before he eventually won, he has always won in the north. He has always won, even up with Obasanjo's rigging, because Obasanjo is the best rigger in the history of Nigeria, as far as I'm concerned.
So that's why I think they are going to rig.
Even with all his rigging, he has consistently won the PDP in all the elections in the north.
Yeah.
So as for me, like you say, they have two evils. We have two evils. I would not even look in the direction of the PDP because PDP, they have had their chance to govern this country. They have had 16 years to govern this country, and so they cannot. We shouldn't even be looking at them as opposition because they are not really opposition. As far as I'm concerned, they have had their opportunity. They have had their time to come and change, things in this country, but they have not done that. Atiku had 8 years as the vice president. Even his boss then was saying that from day one, that Atiku has always been looking to take his position. So, for me and for people, I voted Buhari the last time, and I'm going to vote him this time again, because we need his time to, send some people into political oblivion. The likes of Atiku, the likes of Saraki, the likes of Dino, and all those people, because these are people, that have not done this country good in any form. And so for me, I am for this president, and I'm going to support this president.
And you are in Nigeria?
Yes.
But the last
Nobody
caller
can
told us
make-
that there's nobody in Nigeria supporting Buhari.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You know, people act based on emotions. And when I say emotions, there's so much hatred for this president. And if you look at the people that hate this president, you can know from the region or part of the country they belong to. They have so much hatred for this president, and I don't really care. And then our so-called religious leaders, our pastors, too, also contributed, for putting the hatred in the mind of people, putting the hatred in the mind of people. So they can hate him. I love this president. He's a Muslim. I don't care. He's from the north. I really don't care. But what matters is that posterity tomorrow will judge.
So I want to ask you one question. People have accused him of nepotism with appointment, but would you prefer railway in the southwest or you prefer that he has 20 appointments from the southwest, or you prefer railway?
Well, me personally, I don't really care where any appointee comes from.
Okay.
I just want the job done.
Okay. So it's about the job being done. So the appointed people don't put money in your pocket.
I really don't care. I really don't care where they come from. I really don't care. But if you look at even his ministers, the people that are complaining they have more ministers than even his own north. Most of the northern ministers are even state minister, minister of state. But these people, they won't have full-fledged ministers. I really don't care. See, when you talk about nepotism, you have to look at which angle. Who are those people talking? Is it the political elite, the likes of Obasanjo and the PDP? Or who are those people talking about nepotism? There's some people that you cannot really, my staff that are closer to me, you probably choose your friends and people that that are closer to you, maybe your chief of staff and all those things. People that can work for you, irrespective of where they come from. Initially, they said it was going to Islamize Nigeria. It is obvious to everybody now that it's not going to Islamize anybody.
Are you sure it's obvious? Some people are still saying that too.
They said he cannot read, he cannot write. All this kind of, they're just hatred. For me, it's more of hatred for this president.
But he is saying that if he allows the political elite, that he will be loved.
If he what?
That people hate him now because he's an enemy to the political elite.
Yes.
And they are the ones controlling most of the media.
Yes, that's it.
And you remember Cambridge Analytica? Do you know about that?
No.
Okay, Cambridge Analytica was appointed by a Nigerian billionaire in 2015. So what they were to do, their work was to incite fear. And so they were releasing a lot of negative documentaries. They were just putting fear in the media all around. So people did not know until Brexit. And when they now discovered what Cambridge Analytica did in Nigeria. So the result is all those bad videos of Buhari will Islamize Nigeria, then they will put some gory videos of where they were killing people. So subliminally, it was attaching to the people that is some kind of tyrant or some Islamic terrorist. So
that's what they did.
Yeah, that's what they did.
In
2015.
The hatred for him has actually grown. So people don't really see good in anything that he does.
So, but what do you think now? If Buhari should win, would you personally like to go and give testimony in a church like Winners Chapel?
What for what? What testimony?
Since their pastor does not seem to support Buhari, would they allow you give testimony there?
Yeah, why would they? You want them? Even the same pastor that was telling his members that if they see any Fulani herdsmen, kill them. All these people, they are part of the people that created all these problems.
All right. Thank you.
The political elite and the religious elite. So that's for me. I'm going for PMB.
Thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much for calling.
Right.
Yeah. So one of the issues that people raise, especially about his mental health. And when people want to talk about dementia, they just talk about it loosely. And of course, people in Nigeria, they just talk about something without knowing what it is about. But if you look at someone like Muhammadu Buhari and you look at Trump, as a medical doctor who knows about dementia or even just about any other mental health, you'll be thinking Buhari is even healthier than Trump, because if it's about showing signs or multiple signs, Trump has shown more signs. So you cannot take what looks like one symptom to make a whole diagnosis. Okay, what does a symptom look like? It looks like amnesia or inability to remember stuff. But it can happen to any one of us. You don't even need to be on a stage. I challenge you to take a camera. Take a camera, stand behind the camera, try to record yourself. And if you don't forget your points, then you pass the test. You were able to do your video once. But even this test I'm saying, sir, 70% of people can't do it, even the ones who are fluent. Then when you now talk about stage, there is something called stage fright. And being on stage, you get so soaked within what you are doing within yourself that you can lose awareness of the external surrounding. One of those that happened this last week was that Atiku was to present an award, but he didn't know, because he was talking, he was using the award as microphone. Ooh. So do we call that dementia? No. So people have to study things holistically. You don't just listen to him on one basis. You have to listen to the whole speech to make sense. Because I get to interview every day, sir. Every day I interview nothing less than 2 patients. Many of them with schizophrenia. Every day, every blessed day. So even those with schizophrenia, you don't just say they don't make sense because they made 1 or 2 mistakes. We listen to the whole train of thought, because we know that normal people make mistakes in their speech. Normal people can miss their steps. Normal people make normal mistakes. But if it's someone who is incapable of, who is not mentally fit, there are many other signs that you would see. And I challenge people who can see those signs to put them out and then form a diagnosis. And then I would probably be able to review your diagnosis. But until then, it would be a mistake to take mistakes and use it to form a diagnosis on someone's health, especially if you are not their doctor. One could easily say just anyone who is making mistake suffering from dementia. One of the PDP spokesmen made mistake on live show, and the other guy was asking him, but you are saying that I'm this thing now, doesn't mean you have dementia. Galadima. So these are facts, and we should not just be emotional about stuff. We should try to get our facts right and speak on the basis of fact, and not just emotions. You remember when they were saying he's a clone? The same way people are saying he has dementia now was the way they were saying he's a clone.
Oh, he's Jubril.
He's Jubril. Though, can't you see the link? Can't you see the pattern?
But that guy usually cannot read them, right? Anyway.
I think the person was just exaggerating.
Okay.
Probably trying to say it's not brilliant enough.
Well, I think he's even more brilliant than the person calling himself.
Well.
So I think this book is a book that will help you if you are interested in Nigerian affairs. You don't have to love me, or you don't have to like my political choice. But this book is a universal book that will really educate you about how to solve Nigeria's problems. And then we have a news release. Hooray! The new release is how to turn everything negative to positive. How to turn everything negative to positive. Now you can get it for just $3 instead of the full amount next week. So the whole of this week and maybe a part of next week till 17th of February, you'll be able to get it at a discount price. So get it on your Kindle. And thank you so much. What will you have to say?
Yeah, and some people are still questioning, number one, that I'm supporting Buhari simply because I follow DSA. Well, nothing could be further from the truth.
Very far from the truth.
I remember in this house when DSA was saying that I'm not going to campaign for Buhari, and I was telling her, I will campaign.
Yes.
I can remember that vividly.
Yes. You are insisting that you will do it.
And it's not just to insinuate that it's an insult on my person to assume or insinuate some way that I am not a man of my own convictions. You will be very wrong to do that, and that would be a very big insult. Then some other people are saying, why am I, or why is DSA reinforcing failure? No, that's not what it is, and there's never been a time.
Failure? Where is failure?
And in fact, even if it was, even if it was, but there's never been a time that we have said individually is the best candidate. I have never said that, neither has DSA. But politics is not a game of individuals. It's a complex game of structures. So a lot come into play, and that becomes the aggregation upon which you make choices.
Only two are around the...
Only two. So it's just like on a comical note, there are only two parties in Nigeria. The rest are get-togethers. So only two people are running, and we have to pick the best from the two realistically. And that's exactly what we're doing. And for those of you who we choose not to support them, we salute your courage. We say, well done. We say, go on. We hope that you can go on immediately, even after the election. But it will be bullying for you to say that neither I or even DSA can hold his own opinion to choose or to decide to choose whoever they want to support. For instance, I could believe in youth, but never believe in the ideology of Sowore. What if I wanted to vote for Fela Drotoye? What if I want to vote for Kingsley Moghalu? What if I want to vote for Tope Fasua? I can only vote for one person, and I reserve the right to think and then make the choices I want to make. When you're talking about evils again, America would wish that they had better options than Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, but reality presented something else. Today in England, they would wish they have more than Jeremy Corbyn and Theresa May. But reality presents something different. Macron, that was a youth, is having probably the lowest approval rate in recent history of France. Reality is different. And so when I've been a student of history now for more than 18 years. I've been following actively the political structure. So I'm not a newcomer to this, and I'm able to think and analyze things myself. I'm from a political family, so I'm able to analyze things myself. And so please allow me. I'm pleading to many of you. Of course, after I know many of you will still be my friend after the election, but please and please allow me the freedom to choose who I want to choose without unnecessary insinuations. If you ever think that I'm paid to support APC, you're only telling me why you make decisions. Because if you are even supporting Buhari because of me, why is Anu not doing the same thing? Because that's not his passion. Yeah.
It's your passion.
Yes. Yes. So please, guys.
And when I even said I was not going to take a position, you said you had your position before me. I'm a late comer.
You were then saying that no, I'm not campaigning. That they did not perform to your expectation. That they might have done some things, but it's not up to what you expect, and you are not campaigning for them.
You said no, I am still going to support him. So you was campaigning for him long before I joined. I only joined after Atiku
came on board. Because before then, I remember when we were taking a walk.
Some people were even saying, "Why was I so quiet?" You remember?
Yeah, you're not talking against Buhari.
No, that I was not even
talking about
politics.
Yeah. But guys, just believe that people have their opinion. I don't. Do you know, in all of this, I've never campaigned against Sowore. But what if I did that? I could. I have points to counter everything, or maybe not everything, but many of the things he's saying, I have points to counter. The same thing with Moghalu. In my opinion, I think Moghalu is capitalistic without thinking of the bottom base of the Nigerian people, which means that he can raise more billionaires, but many more people will still be poor, which was exactly what the PDP did. They raised more individual billionaires, Kola Aluko, Dezeni, Jide Omokre, name them. They raised a lot of billionaires, but poverty was increasing. 112 million as of year 2002. People who were in poverty. So please, I know what I know, and you know what you know, and that's why we make the choices that we make. Let us respect ourselves, and then we can keep on being friends. So that's my own
everything negative, make you turn them to positive. Go get that book and turn all these emotions to positivity.
To positivity. All right, so that's my take for today, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and we appreciate.
I want the
every
people
call.
who believe that their candidates will win. We only have how many days left?
3 days, and we wish you the best. And probably next week, maybe we'll still be politics,
yes,
and we'll be able to look at the numbers.
Yes.
We'll rejoice and then look at the numbers and see,
celebrate with the
and
winner.
celebrate with the winners, and look at the positives to take.
I know how much money will come out of your pocket.
I know how much money I'll be losing to charity. Well, it's to charity. Maybe it won't be losing anyway. So, but we'll be seeing how much money will be leaving my pocket. Now it's like I'm at the risk of nothing less than 1 million. The way it is now. So let's see if I'm up to the task. And we wish everyone the best. And more importantly, the nation is more important than the election. Elections will come and go, but the nation will remain. And so the most important thing that we must keep hold of is that there is a need for an overhauling of value system in the country. And
well, that's why I wrote that book about the beauty in Nigeria's diversity.
Yes.
These our diverse opinions. He's telling us about the beauty in Nigeria's diversity.
And shows that there's a passion for just one object, and that's the nation Nigeria. So please, let's keep working. That's our major goal, that we can change and revamp the value systems. And again, I will say, there is no polity in the world, none whatsoever, rises above the value system of the citizens. No polity rises above the value system of the citizens. So the work you and I have is to revamp that value system. So from me here in Kyiv, Ukraine, I'm saying good night and see you next week.
Why is it that you have not been going to Channel TV to share your opinion?
Yeah, I was on Channels TV last week. And they were asking me, we were talking about the correlation of debate to electoral victory. And I was telling them, people who have no ideology cannot be moved by any debate.
Well, I would have said what I said today.
Yeah, it's useless.
Yes,
that's the thing I told them. It doesn't make any difference as of now. So because what are you telling them? So I was there and I'm still there and I still keep telling people about value system and I still keep doing that. I mean, that's the little that I can do now. And probably the way they say, so let the household rat hear and tell the rat that is in the bush.
Now. People will not understand that. Only your Yoruba people will understand that.
So those who are listening now should please tell others and let's help to revamp. What we really need to work on is on the value system of the people and things will get better. The message of Showore will be able to resound with that. But as of now, if you are saying that it's...
Are you not from the same state with him?
No, he's from Ondo. I'm from Ekiti. Oh. But, well, it's from the same region.
It used to be the same state.
It's the same state. And, yeah, DSA.
I think
you have to come back very soon. And we've overshot into your time.
Yeah, I still have to come back. And what I'm going to be talking about is leadership. A leader is a ladder. And we have been late for almost 2 hours late.
Today was very passionate, and we appreciate everyone who called in. Your opinions are very valid, and they are what makes what we're doing beautiful. So thank you so much. DSA, I think you should.
Yes, I will come back in the next 10-15 minutes, and I'll see you then. Peace.
All right.